teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Harry Douglas here to tell you about Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy. It tastes just like the best birthday cake ever. Vanilla, buttery, frosting vibes. It's basically a party in a bottle. Confetti Craze makes it easy to turn any day into a party with its delicious birthday cake flavor and big birthday energy. And here's the best part. All cake, no sugar. I bring these tiny bottles everywhere to cakeify my day with tasty caffeine boosts. The Funfetti flavor is back on 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon. Crack open a Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy shot today.
Evan Cohen here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app and share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required. Not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A Good Karma Brands radio station. It's Windy Wednesdays on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Cappy, one of my favorite songs of all time, when they got together and sang "All for Love," man. From the Three Musketeers soundtrack. Remember the Three Musketeers?
Yes.
That's kind of like you, me, and Sedano, but when Brian Windhorse is here, my Columbo brother,
right,
it becomes Windy, Cappy, and Sedano, which I'm okay with.
You are.
They are the Three Musketeers on Wednesdays. Good morning, Brian Windhorse.
Where would Brian Windhorse be in line at your wedding to dance with you?
To this song, Morales. I want to dance with you to this song.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wow. We won't look each other in the eye.
It's Windy Wednesdays.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show is on the air.
The biggest show in ESPN LA history.
Don't the Rams say bleep them picks?
Yes.
Isn't
That was a long time ago. Different now. Now they're good at the picks.
Yeah, but didn't they do that and win the Super Bowl?
They did.
This is a bleep them picks trade.
Yeah, what was it?
Horn-chins.
Yeah,
Horn-chin.
Sedano is a guy who's like, hey, I've been around the NBA 20 years. I can draw plays up on the board. I can do.
God.
What do you mean, oh, God? What do you mean?
A little sabor.
Yeah, I don't think people like being called hacks.
You're the weirdo on the radio.
Giant Mexican, horn section. And
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
give me a freaking break.
I'm reacting to Art Bell.
Yeah?
Oh, okay.
Amazing.
Do you want to do the Love Boat, or do you want me to do the Love Boat?
The Art, I don't even know what you're talking
No,
about.
here it is. Ready? Watch this. Watch this.
It's Windy Wednesdays.
Midnight in the desert. I'm Art Bell.
Scott Kaplan, need a fat one, bro.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Wow, that's crazy.
Well, you want to Bit Boy.
Monstrous.
Beto, I don't want to eat that. We did it, Dad. We did it.
You were riding high on the stinger last time.
Oh, big time.
Right, that's right. Of course we were.
It's Windy Wednesdays on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Oh, just one more thing.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. 7:02 and 30 seconds. Welcome to the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on Wednesday, May 13th.
Cappy's poop is blue.
Yeah, so It's been a while since all of us have been together in one room.
Wow, it started like that, really?
Because producer Jorge's not here, but the great Kasim Diakate is sitting in.
That young brother Kasim.
We did a lot of damage last night at the Dodgers game. Cappy and I and the great listener, our P1 listener, Armin Cornell. But Cappy, let's just start here.
You guys really want to start with this?
Well, we're going to get into the Rob Pelinka. We're going to get into the Pelinka and JJ press conference from yesterday. JJ.
Thank you, Lynn.
We'll get there. But this morning, I'm working on things. My door swings open at 6:42. Cappy looks at me. He goes, "Have you scraped yet?" I go, "No, not yet." He goes, "Dude, my poop's blue." I go, "What's wrong with you?" So just for context, when we get to the ballpark, before we even get to our seats, I go, "Yo, we're on the loge level. Jack, before we go to see Steven Hernandez, we got to go to the taqueria on the loge level. They got amazing tacos, Cappy. So we get the taco platter. We're eating them outside. It's al fresco or fresco, whatever, outside of Dodger Stadium. But the tortillas are blue. for Dodger blue.
Like a lot of food coloring. A lot.
Yeah. And Cappy's all freaked out this morning because the blue food coloring came out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's got to come out somewhere.
Right. I mean, listen, imagine this. If you have a little kid.
Don't imagine this.
And you have a birthday party for your little kid, and your little kid's a Dodger fan, and you got your kid a birthday cake, and it's all the Dodger blue. Like, all that icing, all that food coloring is in there. It's got to come out, right? So this is why I normally do not eat things that have a lot of food coloring in them. But I looked at those tortillas last night, and I went, well, sometimes, you get like a white tortilla, and then sometimes you get like a blue tortilla. You know what I mean? Just different colored tortillas. And I'm like, all right, maybe there's like a blue corn thing that I'm not familiar with. And I'm like, nah, this is all food coloring. By the way, those tacos were outstanding.
And it's a great value. You get 7 tacos for $40.
I didn't realize that because when I saw the prices, I was like, well, first of all, I didn't really want tacos at that point.
Yeah, well, you gobble them up, though.
Well, then Chris was like, I can't eat 7 of them by myself. I'm like, all right, let me help you out a little bit. But I'm telling you right now, the food coloring in the tortilla at a Dodger game is so bright blue that this morning, and I was, by the way.
Well, it's not bright blue. It's Dodger blue.
But let me just say one quick thing
Pantone 294, right?
Right. So,
come on, Burr, you wake up.
In addition to
you sad because of Yamamoto last night?
It wasn't great. I'm upset because Max Muncy didn't challenge.
That was nonsense. But finish your story, Cappy. But
anyway,
that was nonsense.
I just want to say one thing. My stomach was hurting all night because it wasn't just that we had those tacos. Then Steven Hernandez showed up with more food than we could have possibly ever eaten.
He packed us like little kits.
Yeah, like the
That's
sweetheart.
very nice.
Oh, it was insane. But on top of it, after we ate this lovely meal, healthy meal, after first the tacos, okay, then this lovely meal that Steven had prepared, then Dodger dogs. And the Dodger dogs were
now, did he squirt you with the ketchup?
He did not.
I tried to squirt them. And everybody, I got to be honest, a lot of Sedano and Kap fans everywhere.
Yeah.
Cappy Morales, a lot of people. One fan's like, you going to squirt them tonight?
Yeah.
It's like, listen, give me the ketchup, sir. I'll squirt them right in the face. And by the way, the other part is, and Cappy's amazing in the parking lot, navigating us into the media lot. Because I'm like, dude, let's just park and walk.
Yeah.
He navigates us, but that means we got to enter the reserve level.
Yeah.
Now, going in was fine because we got there so early to make sure we got the Ice Cube lowrider bobblehead.
Right.
But then when we exited around the 8th inning,
a
lot of homies.
Yeah.
A lot of homegirls and homeboys.
Yeah.
They know what Cappy's done, and Cappy was worried. He was on one cheek walking. He's like, we got to get out of here.
I fit right in.
He didn't want to get shanked with a butter knife in the bathroom.
No butter knives, plastic knives. I got no problems. But I just want to say, though, that the Dodger dog was so good that I could not eat it. And this was, by the way, it was naked. There was no ketchup, no mustard, no relish, no nothing. It was just naked.
Right.
And it was so freaking good.
Oh, wait. I thought it was Farmer John's was the only good Dodger dog.
I bit into it immediately, and I'm like, it's fine. It's not Farmer John.
Okay, listen, he bit into it immediately, right? He bit into it immediately.
Guys are so stupid.
He ate the Dodger dog. Now, the best part about it was...
So get this. Steven Hernandez gives us 3. We both
dogs.
have one after our other meal, so we're full. And I'm like, dude, just throw that other one away. Let's go. Because let's walk to the seats and see Armin.
And then you're a savage.
He sticks it in my pocket. He's like, road dog, road dog.
Yeah, I'm like, you got to have the road dog. I said, or give it to Armin or do something with it.
I'm not walking up and giving Armin a hot. Here you go,
Armin.
Jack.
Hey, Armin,
thanks for the seats. Here's a hot dog.
Appreciate you inviting us, but here's the dog.
From the Delta Club.
Right.
From the Lexus Club.
Right. And so Chris is walking around with his hot dog in his pocket,
Is that a hot dog in your pocket, or are you happy to see me?
I wish it was like that, man.
So Morales got the dog in the pocket, right?
Yeah.
And we're walking, and he goes, you know what? I can't do this.
Yeah.
I'm like, what can't you do? He takes out the dog.
And he eats it.
He starts eating this thing on the walk.
And my stomach is hurting.
Right.
Yeah.
So just wait until a little bit later when you finally get the evacuation notice. Okay? There will be a puddle of blue
No, there won't
sitting
be.
in the bottle.
Well, we got it.
Yes, there will be.
They. By the way, my head hurts because of Max Muncy yesterday.
Yeah, tell me more.
I mean, were you not there when it happened in the 8th inning, or were you guys walking out when this
actually,
happened?
we left at the 7th inning stretch.
When he struck out.
Yeah, we left at the 7th inning
Yeah, I mean,
stretch.
that ball was outside.
Okay, I didn't see that.
It was Joe Davis and, was it Oral last night?
Yeah.
Okay, they were, immediately I'm like, challenge it. And then they said the same thing. They were like, well, that's kind of the high leverage situation with the bases loaded. You'd want to challenge in that spot.
Right. If there was another pitch that was just 2 pitches before that was basically in the same spot, he didn't challenge that one. That one was actually a strike.
Right.
But the other one, if you have a high leverage situation,
well, it's a third strike. The count is 3-2. Just challenge. What do you got to lose in that spot?
You're
down 4 runs. Bases loaded.
Yeah, the bases are loaded, and you have an out. Like and you're the hottest hitter on the team.
Right.
You have 11 home runs. You're batting over 300.
You just hit one last night.
Yeah. It's how you
or 2 nights ago now.
I don't understand what their theory is on challenging. That's the most high leverage situation you're going to
You
get.
could tie the game.
But but what's the downside if you challenge and you lose? It's bases loaded. There's 2 outs.
A run
The
scores.
same thing.
A run scores.
No, what I'm saying is that if they lost the challenge, though.
Oh, nothing.
Right, that's
right.
the point.
You have nothing to lose.
There
You have
was
another
every
challenge.
reason. Listen, if it's the first inning and it's 0-0 and you challenge, you're like, why would we do that? But when it's you're down by 4 runs and the bases are loaded, of course that makes sense. But to your point, Morales and I did leave at the 7th inning stretch.
We did.
We did.
Yeah.
We did. We looked. Let me just say one thing to Dodger fans. Dodger fans, and I would say LA sports fans in general, kind of get a bad rap nationally. People think around the country. People are, they show up late, they sit on their hands, they're quiet. And Laker games, especially the last couple, may have told you.
Well, but the last game was not because it was nuts because, A, the game was good, but B, everybody was selling their tickets cheap, so you can get in the building for like less than $100.
Right.
So you had like real fans show up the other night.
That's right. But last night, I want to just say, Chris and I got to the Dodger game. I would say it was about 5:25, 5:30 p.m. There was no traffic going into Dodger Stadium. Like, wow, we're really early. We get into the parking lot of Dodger Stadium. It is jam-packed. We drive all the way around Dodger Stadium.
Is this when you showed your ESPN ID and got you into the media a lot?
Yeah.
But Cappy, I understand the point, but it's to get this thing.
No, I got it. So, but George, when I tell you there were 50,000 people there last night before 6 p.m., everybody was in line waiting to get this bobblehead. And Armin even said that the night before, when it was the replica World Series trophy, he goes, nobody wanted it. He goes, the place was no problem getting in late. But people were at the Dodger game last night. I'm telling you, 50,000 people were at that game last night before 6 p.m. just to stand in line to get that bobblehead. And it was packed. So for everybody that, around the country that goes, Dodger fans, Laker fans, LA sports fans, I'll tell you right now, you give people a bobblehead, they will be there 2 hours before the game.
Get ready. That's coming to Crypto.com Arena.
Oh, yeah.
Bobbleheads every night.
Oh, yeah. I bet so. I'll bet.
People love a bobblehead.
There's going to be a John Ireland bobblehead in like a year and a half. That thing's just going to be swaying back and forth.
It's a big head.
It's a big forehead.
Big, giant forehead.
Yeah.
You think there'll be a Pepe bobblehead?
I was just going to say there should be a Pepe.
With him
and
waving.
They should be waving.
Right.
Yes, of course.
And then Ice Cube was there last night.
Esquivoso.
And Cube was obviously there because it was his bobblehead, and then he threw out the first pitch. And then at one point in the game, about the 6th inning, he bounced it before home plate.
Yeah.
But he did pitch it off the mound.
Oh, okay.
So he took to the rubber. You know?
Are you going to say what I think
Well,
you're going to say?
Yeah, he's so funny. I love
you know
Ice
how there's
Cube.
the pre-recorded Ice Cube where he's like, "Come on, Dodger fans."
Yeah.
By the way, they also had who showed up to catch for
O'Shea?
No, it was it Epps? Is it Omar Epps or is it Mike Epps? I don't remember his name, but Omar.
Well,
Epps.
there's 2 different Epps.
Oh, I think they said Mike Epps.
I believe it was Mike Epps.
There's an Omar Epps and a Mike Epps.
Who's Omar Epps?
Mike Epps is in Friday.
That's why it was Mike
Friday.
Epps.
It was
Next
Mike
Friday.
Epps. Yeah, he's done movies with Mike Epps.
Okay, but who was in Boys in the Hood? Who
Omar
was,
Epps.
Omar. Okay,
Omar
so I
Epps.
got him confused.
Different Epps.
This was a Friday.
Okay, so anyway, so they got Ice Cube, and he's up there, and he's like, he's got this scowl on his face on the scoreboard. He's got this scowl on his face.
Listen to this.
Dodger fans, like, let's go, make some noise. And I'm like, and I looked down, I'm like, why does Cube seem so angry? Like life is good for Cube.
Right, he's telling people to let's go, get off your ass.
He seemed a little angry about the whole thing, And
This
I love
is his
Ice
thing.
Cube.
Ice Cube's angry, man. Why is he so angry?
He's angry, man. I'm like, what was he so angry about?
I'm like, did you see Boys in the Hood? He was
did.
angry.
Yeah, it was 35 years ago, and life is better today.
Well, that's his shtick.
I guess so.
Like me squirting ketchup on your face.
Yeah, I guess it's a bit. So,
Bergman, they're in deep trouble right now.
It's
like
bad.
this is not a good thing. Like, let's not just shy away. I mean, once we've gotten through the blue food coloring, it's Cappy's version of the blue review.
Yeah, right. That is my blue review.
Yeah.
That's right.
and gotten through Ice Cube's demeanor and the scoreboard.
Angry, bro. Angry.
But the Dodgers are in they're in a real rut right now.
No, it's rut all the way around. It's up and down the lineup. And really, Ohtani finally got a home run. It was the opposite field, which
helped Cappy's prize picks, I'm sure.
Did you do it or did you
I did not do it because he's been so cold.
He's been so bad.
But you know what I was told by one of our listeners last night? That I have not said on the air in many, many weeks. Shohei Ohtani.
You did it yesterday.
And I did it yesterday, and he hit a home run.
Right.
Shohei Ohtani.
So a Dodger fan said to me this morning by social media, he said, can you please keep saying it? Because when you don't say it, he doesn't hit home runs.
Right.
No,
When you
that.
do say it, he hits a home run.
Got it.
And
Anyway.
that ball exploded off the bat last night.
Yeah.
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 It's nice. Seeing a Ohtani home run in person is pretty incredible. But this entire offense has been a complete mess. The bottom of the line is now a mess. Pages is not hitting the way that he used to. You have Muncy that's hitting well, and Kyle Tucker. Tucker is actually hitting well.
Yamamoto gave up 2 bombs to Haas. I mean, that guy's there's only 2 home runs of the season.
Right, he's like your number 9 hitter too, by the way.
Right, he gave up 2 home runs on 2 pitches.
He almost gave up a third.
Yeah, to Haas. Yeah, it went all the way to the wall.
got it at the wall.
I did think that was out, by the way, when it went off the bat.
It was close,
but it was 300
closer than you thought.
398, and it got to the center field wall, and Pages got there. So it really. Again, I thought it was out when it went off the bat, but Pages got to the wall, right before the wall.
The worst part is that now you have your pitching was what was really helping you all the way through.
Yeah.
And you had like Yamamoto. Yamamoto's numbers are not that great this year. He's
Yamamoto.
Over 3
They were jamming
ERA.
that all over the stadium last night.
They do. They
Yeah.
do, which is great. I'm
It
glad
really
they do.
is cool.
That every pitcher outside of Shohei Ohtani and Justin Robleski are not
Shohei Ohtani.
They're still all pitching well, but not all that amazingly. Like the ERAs are all way up high. So now, not only are they not hitting, they're not pitching all that great either. Again, we talked about it yesterday. The Giants are one of the worst teams in baseball and one of the worst hitting teams in baseball. They've scored 15 runs in 2 games.
Yeah. Not only that, but their starting pitcher last night, who came in with this ridiculously high ERA. This dude last night looked like Sandy Koufax out there.
He had like 2 hits off of him in the 6th inning.
Yeah. Seriously, it was brutal.
It was brutal, and like that guy, there was a stats that went out. The rest of the league is hitting over 300 against him.
Yeah.
Not the Dodgers.
Not the Dodgers.
Not good, Jack.
That's how bad it is right now.
Kasim, hit the bell for me. 7:15, and you know what you could have done since the Sedano and Kap morning show started? Well, you could have made sure that it wasn't blue in the bowl. Or you could have gone to see Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for locations and coupons. Now let's break it up, though, for a moment. And Sedano, why don't you tell us about our friends at First 5 California?
Oh, Chris, I wish you would have given me a little bit more of a heads up on that.
Well, it's on the rundown.
No, I understand that's the case.
This guy's busy talking about blue in the bowl. And
Well,
this
if
guy's
you want,
busy
how about
talking
this?
About
Why
No,
don't
it's okay. We could do it.
You want to do that here? Or Cappy could talk about pizza, because tomorrow it's National okay, we're going to go back to First 5 California.
Yeah, we could go
Back
to
to
First 5.
All right.
Look, here's the deal. First of all, First 5 California, to me, both my kids have gone through the program, and we did it for the reading aspect of it, and it really has helped them academically. But there are other aspects to the First 5 California program. And as a parent, you want your kids to grow up happy and healthy, right? Like that is the baseline of every parent. But when kids experience hard things like divorce, neglect, or substance abuse in the home, and we've seen this with other families, and they don't get the support that they need, they can develop toxic stress response. So we've recommended First 5 California to a lot of different parents for a lot of different reasons, but this is one of them for sure, okay? Because over time, toxic stress can lead to serious health issues like anxiety or high blood pressure for the kids. But being there for your child helps protect against toxic stress before it ever starts. Learn how supporting your child's feelings can give them a stronger start at first5california.com. That's first5california.com.
Thank you, Sedano. 7:17 on a windy Wednesday. Windy will be here in the 8 o'clock hour, Cappy.
Wait, before we resume, can I do a little BTS question, like behind the curtain thing?
Oh, I thought you meant the pop band.
Yeah, no. Behind the scenes.
Oh,
You're right. I got to
BTS.
differentiate. Behind the curtain here. So,
BTC.
I've been watching a lot
Bitcoin.
of. Yeah, that's right. BTS, Cappy.
Yeah, but you said behind the
Okay,
curtain.
you're right. Okay, so I watch a lot of the Mind the Game podcast. LeBron
And Steve Nash.
Nash.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that when they do their live reads, he's stares directly into the camera, even though he reads.
Well, they have a prompter.
Right, like the prompter, but it's very creepy because it's like he's in this dark room with and he's backlit, and it's just it's just a weird vibe, and I feel like I don't know. Is that
I don't watch the video very much.
You should, because it's very weird. It's off-putting, and I want to.
If I listen to it occasionally, it's on my just like the podcast part of it.
It's just really creepy, and I think that he should take a note from you guys.
We should get a prompter for Cappy, and it's just like scrape
Oh
talk.
my God, Cappy, we should do that. All you need is an iPad.
I haven't used a prompter in a long time.
We did it I remember reading off an
Is
iPad
Tim
a few
back
years
there
ago.
today?
No, it's Brooke Kirk.
Oh, Brooke.
The great Brooke Kirk, UCLA's
Brooke.
own, by
Hi, Brooke.
herself, by the way.
Great
This
job.
is her maiden voyage.
I saw Brooke and Tim both at the Game 4 the other day.
Oh,
You got this, no problem.
Yeah, but Tim has an iPad that has
a teleprompter on
a
it?
prompter app on it. We should totally have Cappy do it. Because let me tell you something. Reading a prompter is a lot harder than people think.
Well,
reading it well where you don't sound like you're reading.
I'll tell you what. Why don't you do this? Why don't you get the script that you use next time you do an NBA Today?
Yeah.
And then we'll play your version of you reading the prompter.
Right.
And
then
I'll
have
do it
you
live.
do it. Yeah.
I'll do it live.
Yeah.
We'll do it live. No problem. I haven't read off a prompter in many, many years.
Yeah.
Many years.
We should have everybody try it.
Okay.
Remember when you had to correct JT the Brick on Twitter about reading off a prompter? I got it in for you, Bert.
Yeah.
It's been a little while.
By the way, Cappy talked to him yesterday.
He took a shot at people reading a prompter. I'm like, let me tell you something. Reading a prompter is pretty damn hard.
Cappy talked to him on the
I
phone
did.
yesterday.
You called me yesterday.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, a little shot
I mean, I
talk.
called you guys.
Yep, you did.
Oh, that was great.
That was
a
a great
three-way
call.
conversation in the car.
It was
we
fun.
should do that more often.
Well, you were like Cappy's in the car. You're like, and you're just on the phone. I'm
I
like,
picked up the phone. I go, hey, yo, by the way, FYI, I'm in the phone with Cappy, but you're not on speakerphone. He's like, you can put me on speakerphone. I'm like, well, I didn't know.
Have anything to hide?
Great, nothing to
I don't
hide.
have anything to hide.
You never know.
Bergen, can I just go back? Can I just go back to the Dodgers for a second? Are you frustrated right now?
Oh, it sounds like it.
Are you frustrated?
Are you getting angry on the Blue Review in the morning?
No, I show a little bit of passion when it came to the Max Muncy thing because that was annoying.
It was annoying.
But I have to have off the bat. I know it's a long season.
Mm-hmm.
I know they're going to make the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
I know they're going to be just fine.
Mm-hmm.
I know Shohei's going to be fine. Yamamoto's going to be fine. But we have to talk about this every single day. So
it's just baseball.
So it's a little frustrating though, right? Like to see the best team, the best roster,
100%,
just to struggle a little bit, right? It's a little frustrating, isn't it?
It is very frustrating.
I use that word for this reason.
Frustrating.
Although Royce Tony says panic talk about the Lakers is over, so now panic talk of the Dodgers begins.
I only use the word frustrating for this reason. I said to you guys before the start of the year, this will be a frustrating regular season for Dodger fans. And you guys all jumped me and said, what are you talking about? That's so stupid. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. What I'm saying is
well,
that...
but you said because there would be apathy.
I'm saying that the reason that there will be frustration along the way is because you know how good this team is. You know from top to bottom how good these guys can hit. You know that these guys can pitch. And there will be times during this season where they will not perform well, number one. And number two, this is all just a big waste of everybody's time because all you want to do is get to what you just said, which is they're going to win the division. I don't care how the Padres have put it together with smoke and mirrors to even be competitive in the division, although be it, under 50 games so far.
It's called titis.
The frustration will be, how could a team this good, top to bottom, play this poorly at times, particularly against crappy teams like San Francisco.
Yeah, and guys that have 6+ ERAs. It's just amazing. But I always go back to the same thing. When the Yankees won their third time, they won 85 games. So,
and I'll bet you their fans were frustrated during the regular season.
Of course, when you go from plus 100 down to 85, it's frustrating.
It's frustrating.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Indeed.
Well, we'll see how it all plays out. I'll tell you this: the National League is tough.
It is.
The Braves are for real.
The Braves are.
They're
good.
they're the team that I would be the most worried about if I were the Dodgers.
Of course, the Cubs. I think the Cubs
are playing good baseball.
Good.
Hell, the whole NL Central's playing well.
Yeah, they're all above 500.
Yeah.
Even the Pirates.
Yeah, and the Reds are 22-20, and they're at the bottom of the division.
They're fun to watch, by the way. The Reds. Like anytime to me, Ellie De La Cruz is on the base paths, forget about it. Like I will lock in and watch that.
I didn't see it, but I think I saw a headline on ESPN last night. Did Skeens flirt with a no-hitter
yeah,
last night?
He was pitching really well.
He's flirty.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He's back under a 2 ERA
Flirty.
after starting with like a 17 ERA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
Good.
Coming up next.
Think so, huh?
Yeah.
JJ and Rob talked to everybody yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of chatter about mostly the offseason and what it could entail. So we'll get to that in just a moment.
God, it's so good when we're all together in person.
It's so nice.
I know it doesn't happen all the time, and that's okay.
It'll happen more now.
But it really feels good. Makes me understand why we do this.
Actually, more during like football season.
Yeah, football season.
Yeah,
will
probably.
happen.
Yeah,
Right.
a lot of vacation. Cappy, you're not going to be here in the flesh tomorrow.
Right.
But we're all going to enjoy National Pizza Party Day or something from our friends at Pizza Hut.
What I'm going to do is this. You guys know that Pizza Hut has been promoting, and we've been promoting, Kap versus the app. And if you know that I have some problems with technology, you think, well, how the hell is this guy going to be able to download an app and actually order pizza from Pizza Hut in their app? But I did it. I downloaded it. I've used it. I've made some very creative pizzas. I like that thin crust. I throw a little chicken, a little sausage.
The crunchy. Oh, yeah.
The pesto drizzle over the top. So if I can download the Pizza Hut app and I can use the Pizza Hut app, then you can download and use the Pizza Hut app. So, hey, 50-year-old guy that's driving around right now, don't get scared. Oh, my God, I got to download an app, and then I got to use it. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. And here's the best part. Right now, you can grab any large pizza at Pizza Hut with any 3 toppings for only $11.99, available for delivery or carryout. So if you're hungry, keep that Pizza Hut coming. The $11.99 large 3-topping pizza deal is on right now. And the best part is, when you're ordering on the Pizza Hut app, you're getting rewards towards more free Pizza Hut. So the more you order, the more chances you have to have more free Pizza Hut. So download the Pizza Hut app on iOS or Android and try it yourself. If I can do it, you can do it. And tomorrow, I am ordering a lot. Let me put it that way.
We got to do that in the YouTube hour today. You got to set the order.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to make all the orders, and I'm bringing in all these Pizza Hut pizzas tomorrow. Even though tomorrow I have to fly to New Orleans for my daughter's college graduation, the Pizza Hut is being delivered.
7:24 on a windy Wednesday. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. Windy will be here at 8:30. Coming up in 3 minutes, we'll break down Rob and JJ. Oh, JJ from yesterday's press conference. You know who was there? Michael Trudell. He's voicing the rejoin when we come back in 3 minutes from right now on LA's only local sports morning show, the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA.
The black and gold hit the road looking to build momentum before the World Cup break.
It's the goal lasso from David Martinez!
Today, Los Angeles Football Club battles St. Louis City in the first of a 2-match road trip.
It's our last little sprint before the break. It's not easy, but we have to be strong.
LAFC hope to stack points as the MLS season races towards the summer pause. LAFC versus St. Louis. Pre-game coverage starts today at 5 p.m. on the ESPN LA app and on 710 after DeMarco and Travis.
Mike, in sports dynasties, they don't happen by luck. They happen with culture, coaching, and execution.
That's exactly how we run Rotolo Chevrolet, with all of those ingredients.
So how much of this is why you've been number one 14 years in a row?
When you put all those ingredients together and your processes stay in place, you're going to get great results.
And if you come to the store, you're going to find out why you're number one.
Come see what the fun is all about at Rotolo Chevrolet.
From the showroom to the service bay, everyone is at the top of their game. Rotolo Chevrolet, built like a champion, driven to win. Visit RotoloChevy.com.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Next time you're at my home away from home, LAX, look up. You'll see the future of travel in action. It's the all-electric Skylink train. It's now testing, and trust me, this is a game changer. What does it take to build a champion? It takes round-the-clock preparation. And soon, Skylink will connect you to the airport terminals, the new rental car center, and LA Metro. From practice to prime time, the LAX Skylink. Fast, free, and built for LA. In testing now to help you skip the traffic later.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hard-working partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
Yeah, we're just a couple of guys messing around. That's what we are.
Children's Hospital Los Angeles' biggest event of the year is back for the 10th year. Walk and Play LA brings the community together for a day of fun and philanthropy, all to support young patients who need life-saving care. Hi, it's Chris Morales, and you can enjoy me and enjoy a scenic 3K walk, plus a festival with music, games, and sports activities for all ages. Join me Saturday, June 6th at the Santa Monica Pier. Register today at walkandplayla.org and use the discount code PLAY to save $10 on your registration.
Chris Canty here.
PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that your fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app and share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required, not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
Evan Cohen here. Game day brings the excitement. Your stay should feel just as memorable. With Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA and U.S. Soccer, you're connected to a portfolio of brands designed for how you travel. Some offer complimentary breakfast, others give you room to spread out, space to stay productive, or extended stay comforts. So whether you're a traveling fan or part of the team, Marriott Bonvoy celebrates the moments that live on before and after the game. Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
Good morning. It's Mike Trudell here. Ball knower extreme, or at least as Morales calls me. Now you're starting your day with the Sedano and Kap morning show, and don't miss the first night of Lakers talk with me, Mike Trudell. Debuting Thursday night from 6 to 8 p.m., I'm talking purple and gold and taking your calls. Now it's back to the Sedano and Kap morning show on your home of Lakers basketball, ESPN LA.
Look at that. 7:29. Good morning.
I was a little surprised he paused so much with purple and gold.
Yeah, well, listen.
Maybe he was reading off a teleprompter.
He might have been.
Happy birthday. He turned 76. The legend, Stevie Wonder.
Right, Stevie.
And Stevie, of course, owns 102.3 KJLH here in the market. So he's also a radio owner. Stevie Wonder. Look, we should take you over to KJLH one day. Have you sit in for an hour. See how that goes, Cappy.
I'd love to. I'm down.
I think you're not gonna fit in at KJLH.
Why not? What's wrong? I fit in everywhere.
I don't know.
I am a chameleon.
Oh, are you?
I literally fit in.
Why did you
everywhere.
take off the new ESPN LA bandana?
Well, because I have a couple of different ways that
Hold
I
it
like
up to
to
the
wear
camera.
them. A couple of different ways I like to wear bandanas, and I haven't worn one in a really long time.
So we got these new ESPN LA bandanas coming in through our marketing team. We'll be getting them out at events all over the Southland, especially in June and July when
they are cool
all over the Southland for the World Cup. But you had it on for a second.
I have it on. I had it on like Austin Reaves wears his sweatband. That's not really my style when it comes to a bandana. I'm kind of more of like a wannabe biker dude.
Yeah.
Where like I put it on like over here. Like I'll show you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, while you do
Like
that,
the Undertaker.
let me read a liner here. Oh, you just heard Mike Trudell. Starting tomorrow, Mike Trudell is the new host of Lakers Talk every week from 6 to 8 p.m. Listen to a Lakers voice you know and trust. Insight, analysis, and everything Lakers Thursday night, 6 to 8 p.m. on ESPN LA, your home of Lakers basketball.
See, this is kind of more my style right here.
You look like an extra from the movie Colors.
Or you look like Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah. Right. I said wannabe biker
like
dude.
Clay Murrow in Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, this is kind of my preference of wearing a bandana like this.
All right.
Although the ESPN LA, you can't really see it all that well. You see just the NLA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, so yesterday, Cappy, after the show, I watched this.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Spectrum Sports, and I watched Rob Pelinka and JJ's press conference.
Mm-hmm.
And there were some interesting things I thought from yesterday. And I want to kind of tackle some of these, and I'd love to get your thoughts, because how much of this have you actually heard?
I saw it all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's start with this one, Lindsay. What it's like to have 3 basketball QBs, because I thought this was an interesting question and answer.
We're going to be in the process of breaking all that down and learning from it and not rush to any judgments. I think our team and our roster had 3 quarterbacks on it in LeBron and Luka and Austin. And that's, in some sense, a luxury that we had different guys that could make plays in different parts of the season. And it also creates its own set of stuff for JJ to figure out when you have 3 players that can make plays. But I think all in all, an amazing job at fitting all of that together, and then the response of those players and playing different roles throughout the season and having an evolution themselves was incredibly impressive, and to me was just a sign of the humility of the individuals involved to make sacrifices and to play a certain way so that the team could have success and win.
So let's tackle this for a second. How do you feel the 3 played together when they actually did kind of figure it out?
Well, I guess in the month of March, I thought they played really well together. You know, when LeBron was out for those 3 games and the winning streak had actually preceded LeBron's injury and him being out, LeBron, as a quarterback, was able to sit on the bench and watch what was happening in front of him and then think to himself, well, how could I, with my skill set, fit in with these 2 guys and the remaining crew? How can I use what I do upstairs in my brain and with my body and my skills? How can I fit in to help everybody? Because there was never a chance to establish that in training camp. You see, like, if LeBron were available and healthy during training camp, they might have figured this thing out a lot earlier.
Sure.
But because he came back after 14 games and then after the All-Star break and Luka, who wasn't 100%, and then LeBron gets hurt, he had a chance to sit there and look and analyze and watch and go, this is what I can do to help this team best. And I got to give him credit because it was a selfless thing to do. A selfish player would be like, I'm not changing my role for these guys. Screw them. Let them get rid of me. But it was a selfless thing that he did. So I thought that they played really well together in the month of March. But
is that enough is my question.
Okay, but let me, before
Is
I
an
answer,
18-game sample enough
Probably-
of them playing well?
Probably not, but let me throw this back to you. In football, since Rob chose to use the word quarterback, in football, if I told you your team has 3 really good quarterbacks, are you happy about that?
Well, I would be in the sense of I'd probably be able to. I mean, it's a little different, right? It's not apples to apples. If you have 3 good quarterbacks, it means you're trading at least one of them to get assets back.
So there's a saying in football. It goes something like this.
If you have 2 quarterbacks, you don't have one.
Right. So that's kind of the issue here. That when he brings up this analogy to quarterbacks, if you tell me you got 3 really good quarterbacks, I'll tell you you need one good one. You need one good one that can be a backup, but you don't need a 3rd-string quarterback who's really good. So
That's a terrible analogy, I think.
which part?
Just not you, in general.
That
I feel
they
like
have 3 quarterbacks?
Yeah, I feel like it does not compute whatsoever.
What do you think?
Do I think an 18-game sample size is good enough? I would say because of the guys that they have on the roster and that we're talking about here, I think they're all high IQ guys, and I think they could make it work. The question, and I'm not worried about that, right? And the question to me becomes because you would still have some level of a lopsided roster, and I'm going to tee up another piece of sound here perfectly, because the question is, do you then have enough depth if you have the 3 guys, right? And to me, that is the question that I would ask. So, Lindsay, I know that he has a particular answer about can you keep the big 3 together and have depth. Let's hear that.
Absolutely. I mean, there's 15 roster spots. So if you mentioned 3 players, that leaves you with 12 others to build around. There's the 3 two-way spots, and we've seen even two-way players emerge and make a difference in regular season wins. So we have enough tools in our tool chest to build out a team for sure. And JJ and I have a lot of confidence in our ability to do that this offseason and to start next fall with a team that we're all super proud of that can get to the end.
So they clearly believe. I mean, you could say you don't buy what he's selling, but outwardly, they believe that those 3 guys and that they still have enough money left over and that they're good enough in regards to scouting and figuring out, bargain basement kind of guys that they can plug away and fill out a roster that can be helpful. Because we talked about it, right? A.J. Mitchell makes $3 million, right? They feel like, he sounds confident that they can figure out and find bargains in the marketplace, whether that's because he did say this, and we didn't have that in the clip. He said via trade, right? Or free agency, right? Or development just through the G League and just two-way players, as he mentioned. So they seem outwardly to feel confident that they can make this work, and they feel like the 18-game sample size is more representative of who they could be because those guys play at such a high level that they will raise the level of the guys around them. It's not a flawed premise per se, but I do think that the guys they bring in need to be more of the two-way types. It can't be guys that are just one-way players.
The issue is, though, is that, listen, let me say something. I have a really smart friend, and he really knows basketball, this guy. And he always has this comment that he makes.
Ball knowers.
And he says that the future predictor of injuries is the past predictor. I can't exactly.
The biggest predictor of future injury is past injury.
Yeah, gosh, who is that guy that
I
always
don't
says
know who
that?
that guy is.
Here's the thing.
Sounds smart.
He does sound smart. Here's the thing. LeBron started the season, 14 games he missed.
Yeah.
He's going to be 42 next year.
Right.
How much longer can this body hold up? Again, he's superhuman.
Right.
But come on. At some point, there's going to be breakdowns. There were breakdowns this year. 14 games missed. I mentioned the 3 games that he missed where he sat
He
and
played
watched.
60 games.
Okay, so he missed 22 games.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many did Austin play? Can somebody look that up real quick?
Austin Reaves is another player
Yeah.
that he has missed a bunch of time. Now, in this particular season, once he got hurt on April 2nd, he missed, call it the next 28 days.
Yeah.
So the question is, how many games did he miss in between? And then, by the way, then go back into the earlier part of the season, how many games did he miss? So how many games did Austin Reaves play
In the
total this
regular
year?
season.
51.
51.
Yeah.
So he played fewer. Now, the LeBron 60, that did not include the playoffs, right? So
No, that's
okay,
a regular
okay,
season
so
number.
LeBron played more than Austin Reaves
Yes.
this year. Now, as for Luka, how many games total did
He
Luka
played
play?
64 in the regular season.
Okay.
That's it. That's all
That's
he played.
it, 64. You're talking about 3 guys who, unfortunately, this is reality. All 3 guys have a significant injury history. Not major breaks of bones or, Achilles or knees, but you got to admit that all 3 guys have some injury history here. And with Luka, I do worry now, again, more so than ever, that his future is he's not ever going to be able to make it through a full regular season. I don't know if I'm right. I'm just telling you that based on the past, I think I'm going to be right.
Well, that's the bet that the former GM of the Mavs made.
That's right. He said, hey, this guy will never be able to stay healthy enough the entire year. And so we can't count on him. Now, Luka, unfortunately, we'll never know what this postseason might have been because he couldn't get back out. No matter how much Ric Flair tweeted that he's been a little baby and he's being paid all this money, and get your ass out there and limp up and down the floor, he couldn't do it. So I guess for me, what I'm worried about is you're talking about 3 guys who all have injury histories. And by the way, you're talking about filling out 12 other roster spots. Excuse me, did I miss something along the way? Is there not one other guy that's automatically on this roster next year?
Well, a lot of those guys are free agents.
Right, but if DeAndre Ayton picks up his player option, is he not back?
I mean, maybe.
I guess
they could trade him.
They could trade him. They could cut him.
Who wants that?
Nobody wants it. But I'm just saying that.
I mean, they need to hope that he doesn't pick up the option.
Like somebody will pay him $8 million and 1 penny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he goes and plays for the money. Bronny's going to be on this team next year, right? Nick Smith is going to be on this team next year.
Maybe he's a 2-way guy.
Thiero is going to be on this team next year.
Probably.
Okay, so all I'm saying is that you don't really have 12 full roster spots. You may have 6 or 7.
6, 7.
Thank you. But you don't have 12. And by the way,
but I think he's just talking about the other roster spots like in a more general terms.
Okay, and the other thing is this. Here's just one other thing. He says at the end of that soundbite, he says, we're going to build a roster that can get us to the end. What is the end? The end of the season? Or does the end mean the championship?
He means the championship.
Okay, that's what I thought he meant.
Yeah.
It's very, very hard in any sport. I don't care if it's basketball, baseball. I don't care what it is. It's very hard to have massive roster turnover and become a champion in the snap of a finger. It may take time. Now, we saw Indiana's football program
he's
do it this
betting
year.
on that the core has played together enough where they feel that the rest of the ancillary pieces will fit.
You know what? We looked at how many games everybody played. Austin played 51, Luka played 64, and LeBron played 60. Here's another quick question for you guys. I don't know if we'll be able to figure this out so quickly. You mentioned an 18-game sample size, right? How many total games did the 3 of them play together this year?
I don't know off the top of
No, neither do I. But you say 18's not enough.
Well, I don't know. I mean, they seem to feel it is.
I'm not so sure it is.
All right. Well, we have more that we'll get into with the Lakers in the 8 o'clock hour, but we've got Bergie's 3 things. Bergie's fired up about the Dodgers.
And, Bergie, hopefully in his 3 things, will tell us who he was pressing the flesh with last night.
Oh, yeah.
Berg, big night for you last night.
Big night for Bergie.
7:42. It is a windy Wednesday.
Did you ask him the question I asked you?
No, I didn't get to that question, but we barely spoke to each other.
Oh.
Let's get to that in about 3 minutes when we get to Bergie. Now, the highlight of Tuesdays for me is on Live Imaging Tuesdays. Of course, I pop in on every show, which I know everybody loves.
Oh, yeah.
And Johnny I and I get to do a live read together. And that is for our friends at Life Source Water Systems. Do not be a city water sleazeball. Don't be a skivoso.
Esquivoso.
Exactly right. Call our friends at Life Source Water, the California factory right now, 800-WATER-99, or visit lifesourcewater.com. Here's why you want to do that. Aren't you tired of that disgusting, dirty L.A. city water? Ah! That chlorine taste. You don't want that anymore. You want to be free. Be free. Make sure your showers are nice and clean. Make sure you can actually drink your water in your house. Make sure you don't have that silky, salt-filled, disgusting feel when you get out of the shower. When Johnny I gets out of the shower, he goes, I'm free. Oh, hold on. I knocked over the mic. He says, Lisa, I'm free. Let me wag it around. Let me wiggle it. Because I got a Life Source water system. 800-WATER-99. By the way, don't give me that look. The partner loves it when I do these reads and I talk about Johnny I's wiggle.
You know, wiggle it.
No, he gets out and he goes,
a little
I'm free.
Bit. Yeah.
I'm
wiggle
free.
it. Just a little bit. Yeah.
I have a feeling Johnny I, by the way, he's got some heat.
You think so?
I think so. Yeah.
Quack, quack.
Strong like bull. Quack, quack for the kid. Quack, quack. Hey, kids, call 800-WATER-99 or lifesourcewater.com. Say, hey, Mom and Dad, I don't want no more chlorine in my water. Call Life Source Water, California factory, 800-WATER-99 or lifesourcewater.com right now. Get factory direct pricing and free installation for a limited time. Life Source Water. Taste and feel the difference. Warranty limitations apply. 7:44 when we return in 3 minutes from right now. Bergie's got his organ. He's going to do 3 things on the Dodgers. And who did he press the flesh with last night? ... That's next on LA's only local sports morning show, the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. We'd like to thank our founding partner,
LAX, Los Angeles International Airport, where change is in the air. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Waba Grill is an LA original, so we've got to keep it real. Real fresh with our Asian-inspired menu that's grilled to order every time. Real quality with our marinated proteins like hormone-free chicken, ribeye steak, wild-caught salmon, and shrimp. Head to Waba Grill for $5 happy hour, weekdays after 3 p.m. and try our new Chili Crisp dumplings, paired with a premium or beverage drink, like our delicious Thai tea, both for only $5. Only at Waba Grill. It's for you.
Hey, guys, the regular season is wrapped and the NBA playoffs are finally here, and there's no better way to cash in on the high-flying hoops action than Prize Picks, a preferred partner of the NBA. Every bucket, every dime, and every win means more when you're playing on Prize Picks. So don't pass up your next shot with Prize Picks and get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. And right now, it's the Do It Live 2026 NBA Finals Sweepstakes. Pick live squares during NBA playoff games, and you can win a trip for 2 to the NBA Finals. To enter, you just make a $5 lineup with at least one live NBA player pick during any part of the 2026 NBA playoffs. Live player picks are picks made after a game is already in progress. So do this. Download the Prize Picks app today and use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y, to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y, to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, a preferred partner of the NBA.
Rich Eisen here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payments sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app and share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required. Not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen. You're starting your day with the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA. Don't forget my show. The Rich Eisen Show is coming up this morning at 9 on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app. Now, back to the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
747. Cappy, yeah. I'm just saying, in 1994, Soundgarden released the song Black Hole Sun.
Love Soundgarden. R.I.P. Chris Cornell. Love that guy. What an amazing singer, incredible voice. But had some demons.
Don't we all? That's why if you have some demons, get yourself checked out. Talk to somebody. Sedano and I talk to people.
True. Should.
Cappy, you need to talk to more people.
I know I do. You're right. What are you looking at?
He's not wrong about that.
Maybe I'll just start talking to you. Yeah, just call you and go,
That's
hey.
what I need.
Yeah, that's right. Hey,
More you in my life.
Right, 50 minutes. Let's go, pal.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, 748. You watch the Blue Review each weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. with Gregory Arthur Bergman and Marcus Grant right here on our YouTube channel at ESPN Los Angeles. Time for Bergie's Three Things, which I think he did some of early, but tough night again for the Dodgers against the Gigantes.
The Dodgers.
And Bergie had a big night last night outside of the Dodgers. All of that right now with Bergie.
So, do you want to do the three things again that we were going to talk about that we talked about at the beginning of the show? Because
just go. Yeah, we can get through it efficiently, and then you can tell us for those that didn't listen at the top. There's plenty of people in the car now that probably didn't hear it. Yeah. And then you could tell us about your evening last night.
Yeah. So last night the Dodgers, they lost again to the Giants. They've now lost 4 of 5 to the Giants this season.
Oof.
And Giants have 18 wins on the season. They are 18-24, meaning they'd be 14-24 without playing the Dodgers, which is a really bad record.
Yeah, but at least they can look down on the Colorado Rockies.
Kinda.
Yeah, just barely.
Just barely.
Yeah.
Just barely. But yeah, so and it's basically because you had Yoshinobu Yamamoto was not himself. Like he's not really looked great.
Where's that
this
drop
season.
from?
Yamamoto.
That's amazing.
Who said that?
One of the World Series
Yeah,
calls.
it's a good one.
Is that for the Japanese call?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh. So he has typically been efficient. Efficient. With Morales laughing is making it difficult. But he's typically been efficient this season, but has been prone to giving up a home run this season, and he gave up 3 of them. And 2 of them on back-to-back pitches.
Yeah.
The offense has been a mess. The only one that has been a bright spot, really, has been either Max Muncy or Kyle Tucker. Kyle Tucker was better.
Although Max Muncy, everybody's pissed because he didn't challenge yesterday.
Well, yeah, that was one of the three things. I don't understand how you don't challenge in that situation because that's the highest leverage of situations.
Right. Is this like a Dave situation where they have to come to grips on how they want to challenge? Couldn't Dave have challenged?
So, yes, I believe only the pitcher, the catcher, or the hitter can challenge.
Right, but he can yell, go challenge it.
That's what I don't understand.
You only have a certain amount of time, and it's up to the umpire's discretion.
Right, but if there's a call at the plate, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's close, and I'm the manager, I'll be like, challenge it.
Yeah,
exactly.
And you tap your
scream
head.
that, right?
Well, he should have. The reason I don't know what the reason he didn't. So, but the Dodgers are the second best team in all of baseball at challenge winning percentage. The Tigers are first at 61%. The Dodgers are 2 at 60%. So they've been really good.
Yeah.
But I think it's also because they don't challenge in big situations. Because this is not the first time that they have not challenged.
Yeah, this is as high leverage a situation as I've seen all season.
Yeah, bases loaded in the 8th inning, down
3
by
and 2
4.
count.
Yeah.
So if he gets a ball, you walk in a run.
Right, and if it's a strike, you're out. And
so what?
Right, nothing matters.
You have another challenge after that. You had both of your challenges. There was no reason not to do it.
Don't go home with both your challenges.
So yeah, absolutely not. So that was the problem. That is a thing that they have to really figure out what their situational challenging is. It just hasn't happened perfectly yet. It's only been 40-some games, so they'll figure that stuff out. They are doing very well at it. Will Smith, by the way, is the best catcher in baseball at getting calls right with challenges.
Willie Dills.
Willie Dills. Yeah,
he hated that.
Yeah, well, that really went over well.
He did not like it. Even when we tried bringing it back at Legends Attic one time.
Oh, no.
He's like, how did you get that name? Like, it's on your Wikipedia.
Wait, baseball reference.
Right. Willie
Middle
Dills.
name is Dills.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a good nickname, too. Willie Dills is great.
Yeah, why wouldn't you like that?
He doesn't like it.
Yeah, and the third thing is that Shohei Ohtani finally hit a home run. You say
It's on the same board, so it's just...
I'll say
Not
it
doing it.
because maybe he'll hit another home run tonight. maybe he'll have a no-hitter. Shohei Ohtani. Okay.
Yeah, so he finally hit a home run.
Shohei Ohtani.
And he went to left field, so it was an opposite field home run, which typically means that he is seeing the ball well.
Mhm.
He had 2 hits. One of them was a ground ball. He grounded out to end the night too.
And now he's pitching. He's pitching great.
He's pitching, and he's going to pitch tonight. He's not hitting tonight, and he's not hitting on Thursday. So he's going to back-to-back games where he
he's
will
gonna
not
chill.
be hitting. Yeah,
Okay.
he's just going to chill.
I don't mind that.
So
Yeah, give him some rest.
All right.
Yep, give him some rest. I feel like he should have hit today because he hit the home run and see if that would kind of start getting him going because he's been
But
rough.
clearly it's a thing. They don't want him hitting when he's pitching.
Yeah, no, that's going to be 3 times in a row. So those are 3 things.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Berkey.
All right. Now, yesterday you went to a UCLA event?
Yes.
I can't believe I'm playing this, and this breaks my heart, but I'm going to
Oh,
play
I
it for
love
you,
it.
Berkey.
I love it so much. It's so good. So it's called the Order of the Blue Shield.
Oh, okay.
Order
That sounds
of
cool.
the Blue Shield.
Order of the Blue Shield.
Wow.
Sounds like a
Shield. So
secret
it's
club.
Sounds
it's
like a police
donor.
event.
No, or it's well that or like I was thinking more Game of Thrones, right? Like like
The Order of the Blue Shield.
right.
Did you
Yeah.
have to bend the knee last night?
No, it was a donor-supported UCLA alumni group.
Yeah.
So like it's a bunch of
And
people.
you were like the youngest person there.
I was the youngest person, and it was not close.
Yeah.
Like my dad was class of '74,
Right.
and he was one of the young ones.
Wow. Wow. But listen, old people have money.
Yeah, they
Well,
do.
that's just it. Are they raising money for NIL last
yeah,
night?
yeah, they're raising money for NIL,
Yeah.
and so because they're doing that.
Those are the
Bob
people
Jet-
you want.
Right.
They
Bob-
got money, and by the way, they may not be around
Right.
much longer.
Old
so they got to
guys
use
who-
it.
Old guys who are going to die soon. Give us your money.
Yeah.
They were talking about like, oh, what did you graduate in 72, 74? Like it was. My dad was going crazy. He was having a great time.
Yeah.
But Bob Chesney was there, the new head coach.
Oh, Big Bob.
He's
well, he's
energetic.
actually Little Bob. His
Yeah.
dad is Big Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
Was
is-
his dad there?
No, his dad wasn't there. His
All right.
beautiful wife was there, but
Yeah.
he's not a tall man, but he has so much energy.
Oh, he has changed the whole vibe around UCLA
Dude,
football.
I'm telling you. And
Super
he's
impressive.
making the rounds. He's doing the right things.
Yeah.
So, for comparison, Chip Kelly 6 years ago when they did this, the last time
Tell me he
that we
didn't
went
show
to,
up.
did not show up.
Wow.
Did not show up. Did not go.
Wow.
Bob Chesney was there.
I'm not going
had
to
a
hang out
whole-
with those people, those old farts.
Did not show. Bob Chesney had a whole impressive PowerPoint where he's just explaining who he was and
Yeah,
his philosophy.
he's amazing. He's got an incredible backstory, Cappy. You would love him.
Okay, I need to hear more.
He talked all about alignment and how much how you have to be aligned all the way from top
Sure,
to
of
bottom.
course. Yeah.
And then he had this one thing he called slant. And I don't remember all of it, but
It was an acronym.
It was an
Is
acronym.
that like slot cuts?
No, it's slant. So like when you're in a meeting,
Yeah.
you have to sit and you have to sit up,
Listen, probably.
listen, ask questions, nod and nod like you're going along with it,
And then what's
and
the
then
T?
track.
Oh.
So when person is walking back and
Yeah, you
forth,
track them.
track them, and that is his slant.
That's
Can
how
you write-
coaches know you're alive.
Cappy, can you
Yeah.
write slant on the whiteboard for
Okay,
Mason?
Sure. Sure, I will. No, but that's actually good because, a lot of times coaches would say to guys, hey, stand up during the meeting. Why, coach? Because I can tell you're not paying attention. But if you're standing up, at least I know that you're not going to fall asleep in your chair.
Right.
And when you're studying film and the lights are down and the there's like a theater kind of thing.
Yeah.
Guys can fall asleep.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I like that slant. That's
That's
good.
that's all part of alignment. He was talking about how if you're like every single little thing has to be done right. So when you're in the weight room, you have to make sure that every weight is in the exact same spot with the UCLA logo facing up.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's good. I like it.
I like it.
Attention to detail. If
Yeah.
you do it there, you'll do it on the field. I like that.
I like the OCD.
So
I like it. Good.
So now they were asking you had a Q&A session with him, right? What did you ask him? Because I had told you he has a very eclectic background. He worked a lot of odd jobs in his way up the coaching ranks because his first job he made like $5,000 or something like that. So he had to have side hustles.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was a coal miner. He was slinging drinks at a bar. I mean he's
How old the guy is he?
He's 48 years
Yeah.
old.
Okay.
Yeah.
I looked it up last night.
Yeah. So he's had a hell of a life, right? Like getting to this point. So I had asked you, like, which one of those odd jobs or those side hustles helped him the most to prepare him to be a coach? Now, you didn't get to that, so what did you ask him?
So I only got to when I met him, I stood up and said, "Hey, coach, how you doing?" We only talked for about 10 seconds.
Oh.
So I didn't get to ask him a
So
question.
just how you doing was the
Just
only
how you
question.
doing? It's like, hey,
It was really a how you doing?
Was it? No, it was. I work
Hey,
at
how you
ESPN
doing,
Los
Chesney?
Angeles.
Hey, how you doing?
I
You hit
work
him with
at
a how
ESPN
are
LA, and you were on with Travis Rogers, and you came by to practice to bring you in and out. So we had a whole little bit in and out back and
Yeah.
forth.
And what
And
he
then
said?
he was like,
He's like,
I'm a leaving.
He's like, he didn't bring me in and out. Why didn't he bring me in and out? Because the SID, who's Seth Burton, by the way, from LAFC.
Oh, really? That
formerly, yeah,
Seth?
That is the
So
SID
that means we're going to have Bob Chesney on a lot as well.
Well,
good.
Guess what? Go ahead,
I
Bergie.
know. Bergie says he may come on soon.
I'm working on getting him on Friday.
Yeah, I thought that was.
I would love to have him.
The
Now, wait a
Sedano
second.
solo show.
Now, wait a second. Last time that I was here and Sedano wasn't here, we had Sean McVay on. And Sedano made a whole big stink about Sean McVay not accommodating his schedule. Now, Bob Chesney.
I relented. I was like, hey, Sean's got to do what Sean's got to do.
Bob Chesney should be on Tuesday of next week. He should be on Tuesday when I'm back.
See, I figure it's this Sedano solo. He should be having somebody else. I can ask him some questions. Maybe I'll ask him the.
Well, you
the
can
coal
ask him
miner
the questions.
question.
You can ask him a bunch of questions. You're the UCLA guy,
right?
Sedano's going to smack it around on Friday with Chesney.
So hopefully, it's not set yet, but hopefully.
Well, we'll see. He'll be on soon. Is
Yes,
the point?
He will be on soon.
Okay, great.
Looking forward to it.
Good job, Bergie.
I can't wait. We should start talking college football.
Absolutely.
I think, look, there's a lot to dig into on USC and UCLA this season before the season starts. I think there's a ton of stuff, a lot of layers to both programs.
A buddy of mine hit me up with a question the other day. His kid goes to Wisconsin. He was trying to get tickets for the Wisconsin-USC game this upcoming season. He goes, does USC travel really well? I go, I'm curious why. He goes, for whatever reason, you can't get a ticket. I go, listen, USC's probably playing there at Camp Randall for the first time, it would be my guess.
Yeah.
And so, Wisconsin fans want to go. And secondly, USC has national championship aspirations this year.
So people are going to travel.
People might go, especially to a place that they've never been before.
Yeah.
So, I'm ready.
7:59. Travis didn't take him in and out, but guess what? Sedano could take Chesney. An Escalade from Cadillac of Beverly Hills.
Yeah, listen, I can tell Coach he can get hooked up with the finest dealership in America, Cadillac of Beverly Hills. We know Cadillac. When was the last time you driven one? Well, I've been lucky to drive a number of different Cadillacs thanks to our friends at Cadillac of Beverly Hills. My favorite, the Lyric, okay? The smaller SUV. It's a small to mid-size SUV. It's an EV, too. And they start at around $400 a month, man. It's really affordable and unbelievably impressive, okay? One of the fastest SUVs in the world, okay? So the new lineup of Cadillac EVs, sedans, and SUVs, they all define luxury at the top of the game, and you can find them all at Cadillac of Beverly Hills. And why wouldn't you want to drive an American luxury vehicle? You can do that by going in and saying hello to my friends Dan and Grant over there and that incredible team at Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Check out that beautiful showroom. Get yourself in a Cadillac, man. Understand luxury at the top of its game, and that's Cadillac and Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Go to the showroom, 8767 Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills, or check them out on the web at CadillacBeverlyHills.com.
Thank you, Sedano. Straight up, 8 o'clock at KSPN Los Angeles, a good Karma Brands radio station. Listen, Kasim's still learning. I don't mind the draft sound. I don't mind that. Okay? Because the NBA draft is in a few weeks, right?
I'm gonna have to correct you on that, Kasim. Yesterday you hit me with the Dalton Connect was a first-round pick, not a second-round pick, which you got me on. The draft is not what we're talking about.
Shut up. It's all right. 8 o'clock, LA's only local sports morning show, the Sedano and Kap morning show. On a windy Wednesday. Windy will be here in just a few minutes. Right here on a Wednesday as we gather around together. Don't be a scumbag. Start your day with Sedano and Kap. We're back in 3 minutes from right now.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. Hey guys, it's Sedano. Next time you're at my home away from home, LAX, look up. You'll see the future of travel in action. It's the all-electric Skylink train. It's now testing, and trust me, this is a game changer. What does it take to build a champion? It takes round-the-clock preparation. And soon, Skylink will connect you to the airport terminals, the new rental car center, and LA Metro. From practice to prime time, the LAX Skylink. Fast, free, and built for LA. In testing now to help you skip the traffic later.
It's NBA and NHL playoff season, and there is no better place to catch the action than Cosm. Hey, it's Mace here, and you got to get into the Cosm Dome and experience every slam dunk, every goal on Cosm's massive, immersive display, and it's so real, you'll feel like you're courtside or right on the glass. Or head to the hall and catch every game on their wall-to-wall LED screens. Great food, amazing drinks, cocktails. Cosm has got it all. No better place to experience the playoffs than Cosm. For game listings and tickets, visit Cosm.com. I'll see you at Cosm.
Pizza Hut is bringing the heat with their new hand-tossed crust. Crispy and golden on the outside, soft and fluffy on the inside, finished with buttery garlic parm seasoning in every bite. And right now, grab a large pizza with any 3 toppings for just $11.99, delivery or carryout.
When you're hungry for big flavor, keep the Pizza Hut coming with the $11.99 large 3-topping deal. Order now at pizzahut.com or download the Pizza Hut app.
Limited time offer. Additional charges for extra cheese and toppings, stuffed crust, and original pan.
8:02 in the morning, right here on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. Coverage and content of the 2026 NBA playoffs on ESPN LA is presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, official Native American resort and casino of the Los Angeles Lakers. See for yourself what made readers of Newsweek and USA Today name Pechanga the best casino outside of Las Vegas. Visit Pechanga.com for more information. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. We're back in 2 minutes from right now.
This is the Doctor in the Dugout with Dr. Alan Beyer, presented by Hoag Orthopedic Institute.
I'm often asked about people who suffer their first back injury, think they've pulled a muscle in their back, and they don't stretch enough as far as their back is concerned. So when do you seek care from a doctor when you've sustained a back injury? At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, we like to tell people that the most important thing is to watch and see if that back pain is radiating down your leg, causing any numbness, causing any weakness, or any bowel or bladder dysfunction. These are surgical problems usually and require a more urgent visit to the emergency room rather than waiting to see the doctor. If none of these signs are present, it's safe to wait it out, rest for a few days, and seek medical care from your doctor within a week or so. Hope that helps. Keep stretching your back. If that doesn't get better in a week or 10 days, that's when it's time to seek the orthopedic specialist. Hope this keeps you on the field, and keep listening. We'll be back soon.
Keep listening for more on the road to recovery right here on 710 ESPN.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. Money is on the line. Always say hello with Quo. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show is on.
We are such a bunch of weirdos that work at this radio station. Seriously.
Sedano and Kap have taken over Morning Drive. Back to the guys.
8:05, good morning. Happy birthday to Hootie. Darius Rutger turned 60 years old. Oh, my God. Hey, this is one of his solo country songs, but of course, he was the lead singer in the 90s of Hootie and the Blowfish.
He was very upset when you called him Hootie.
Yeah, remember that?
Right.
When did we have him on? Wasn't that, we did that, right?
Well, yeah, because he's not Hootie and the Blow. They're just called Hootie and the Blowfish.
Right.
He's not Hootie and everybody else is the Blowfish.
Yeah, that's why I said he was the lead singer, but I think we called him Hootie, right? Didn't that happen? Or am I just dreaming that?
I think it happened. I don't know if it happened.
Didn't we have him on this station?
I was not on.
I don't recall that.
I don't recall.
I think we called him Hootie.
That's something Kap would be like, hey, who?
Hey, who?
He gives people their own nicknames.
Today is
I do remember in Jerry Maguire that they thought Cuba Gooding Jr. was approached by a bunch of kids at the airport, and they said, "Are you Hootie?" And he's like, "I am not Hootie."
Also, Dennis Rodman turned 65 years old today.
Wow.
The
That's a
fact
hard
that he
life.
made it to 65, the human body can take a lot.
Yeah.
That's a hard life.
Wow. 65 for Dennis Rodman, huh?
8 o'clock, the 8 o'clock hour on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Dennis Rodman and I have a history together.
You can YouTube that anytime.
You know what? It's so funny you say that. I did somebody's podcast a few weeks back, and they said, off the air, this guy said to me, he goes, your partner Sedano is one of my favorite moments ever in the history of sports radio. And I go, tell me more. And he goes, well, don't you know the story about Rodman?
Don't say the actual thing.
Yeah, he goes, don't you know the story about Dennis Rodman? I go, no, I don't know it. Next thing
Super
I know,
viral.
Next thing I know, he sends me the link, and I'm listening to this, and it's cracking me up because I'm thinking to myself, what would I be doing in the exact same situation that you were in?
Mm-hmm.
And you were exactly what I would have done. What's going on, man? What are you doing? Hey, what are you up to right now? You were.
It was a moment, that's for sure.
That's before Sedano was a world-class broadcaster.
It was when Sedano, it's actually quite funny. It's when Sedano was a sports radio guy, before he became a TV guy who does sports radio. You know what I'm saying? This is when he was a pure sports radio guy.
Hey there,
And
I'm George
and I'm
Sedano.
guessing that while this was going on, you probably were loving it because I would have been.
Our audio was on all over Stern the next day.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's great.
The 8 o'clock hour on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show brought to you by Angelica's Insurance. Every team needs a strong defense, and Angelica's Insurance has got you covered. From auto and home to business and life, they build a plan just for you, even DUI and SR22 coverage. To get you back on the road fast, visit angelicas-ins.com for a free quote today.
Speaking of basketball, we mentioned earlier Rob Pelinka, J.J. Redick spoke to the collective media yesterday. And look, we've talked about a lot of different things, right? We've heard him talk about he believes that the three guys can play together, that they can build around the three guys, that they can build enough depth around the three guys. So then here's the question, right? Like we know, I mean, I guess we kind of know the answer to this already, but he was asked specifically about LeBron, right? So let's hear that.
In terms of LeBron, we probably haven't seen a player that has honored the game to the extent that he's honored the game. He's given so much to his teammates, to this organization. And the thing we want to do more than anything else is honor him back. And I think the first order of business there is allowing him to spend the time he needs to decide what his next step are. Does he want to play another year in the NBA? And that'll be, as he said to you guys last night, family time, I think time with his inner circle. And we just want to honor that for him. Of course, any team, including ours, would love to have LeBron James on their roster. That's a blessing in itself, just with what he does.
So clearly they want him back.
I don't believe it.
I don't either now that I saw that story that Dave wrote.
Yeah, I don't believe it. I really don't believe it.
Dave McMiniman, by the way. Dave McMiniman.
Dave McMiniman wrote a piece today. It's on the homepage of ESPN.com.
Ask Dave. Dave will tell you.
And what Dave is pretty much saying, and I haven't read the entire thing yet, but what Dave is pretty much saying is that LeBron has, according to sources close to LeBron that Dave is reporting on, that LeBron just feels disrespected, you know? And
well, I think the way he talked about the third option thing yesterday kind of gave those vibes.
Well, the idea that LeBron, who had prior to the Luka trade.
Well, look, don't forget the Baxter Holmes story.
Oh, yeah, there was that from earlier in the year as well.
That, if I'm LeBron, I'd be annoyed about that. Like, yo, again, another thing, like now when you read the Dave story, which I'm glad you brought up, and we'll get into that a little bit, like whether it was the third option thing or him saying, came here to help restore this great franchise, right? Like those are words that he chose specifically.
Yeah.
And the thing that Dave said that he felt, his source at least told him that LeBron felt that he tried to push him out the door as soon as they got Luka.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing about LeBron. This is why I was so impressed with what LeBron did this year. Because LeBron could have very easily pulled an attitude like, hey, you guys wanted to make me the number 3 option. I became the number 3 option. Not my fault that option 1 and option 2 both got hurt. That doesn't mean that all of a sudden I'm option 1. I'm still option 3, pal. And LeBron didn't do that. LeBron said, okay, well, you know what? I get my team back. In some ways, I will take control of this team because the coach is right there. That's the guy I picked, and I like him, and I believe in him, and I'm going to help him. But organizationally, I'm as LeBron here. I don't feel respected. And Dave tells an anecdote in this article where the night that LeBron became the all-time winningest player, most wins ever, he got win number 1,229. That moved him past Kareem for all-time wins for an individual player. And that night, here's the story for those who haven't read it yet. The story is that JJ is going through the postgame, and he's like, hey, Rui had a monster game, and Luka had scored his 15,000th career point, and Rui got to 5,000 career points, and he's going through all the individual accolades. And then Rob comes up, and Rob has a game ball. And Rob says, hey, you know what? I really want to address this, and I want to give the game ball too. And you would think that LeBron just got the most wins in the history of the NBA as an individual player. And instead, he gives the game ball to J.J. Redick, who achieved his 100th career coaching win, which, by the way, is something that should be celebrated. But LeBron is sitting there, according to the story, like, wait a second. You guys are celebrating Rui's 5,000th point. You guys are celebrating Luka's 15,000th point. You guys are celebrating JJ's 100th career win, and no one's celebrating the fact that I just became the one player in the history of the game that has more wins than anybody, and nobody's saying anything about it. And LeBron, according to Dave's reporting, was pissed and felt disrespected.
Right.
And that's why when I listen to what Rob Pelinka is saying, I hear a guy who's trying to say the right things because it's a setup, meaning if LeBron doesn't come back, I said all the right stuff. I told you he honors the game. I told you we love him and we respect him, but he made a decision to leave. And I'm not buying what Rob is selling today.
Well, I think Rob knew this story was coming out. I think there's damage control. I do think they want him back because I do think they believe that what they saw in March, this is my personal opinion. I do believe they think what they saw in March is indicative of what they can be on a larger scale. So I think, again, two things can be true.
I've heard that. Well, look, I mean, you asked the question earlier. In the month of March, when they went 16-2, is that enough of a sample size? Because LeBron missed 3 of those games. So that was 15 total games. But we went back and did a little bit of homework. The number of games that LeBron, Luka, and AR all played together was it 29, Berg, or was it
29?
29. So I'll ask the question again. Were 29 games, and I don't know what their record was in those 29 games, but it probably was pretty darn good given the fact that they had such a great month of March. Were 29 games, was half, not even half, were 29 games enough to make you believe that you put the 3 of them out there on the floor together and you fill in the roster? This could be a championship contender? 29 games, is that enough?
I mean, I think they believe it's possible, but at their number, well, like I said yesterday. So now I heard John Ireland yesterday say that he thinks, if you can get Austin for 30 and LeBron for 20, I just don't think that's plausible. I don't think either number is reasonable for what the expectation is for either player. And, you made me think of something yesterday after the show that you said, that Dwayne Wade said on the air, that LeBron doesn't take discounts.
Mm-hmm.
And in retrospect, as I told you yesterday, he only took one discount in his life, and it was to play with Dwayne Wade.
And you said it was a small discount.
Well, at the time, it
Considering.
was $2.5 million off a $17 million contract, right? Because that was the max at that particular time, which is kind of crazy when now it's 70.
Mm-hmm.
But that was it. That was the only time. And that's a different stage of his life. He didn't have a championship. He wanted to win a championship. He needed to be validated, and he did that. So that was a different time. Like, I get it. Like, and I will say this. I mean, I've said this repeatedly, so this isn't like news, to anyone.
So when you just said, I'm going to say this, and then you said, but I've said this many other times, you're going to actually say what you've said many other times again right now.
Just to repeat it.
I want to make sure I understood.
Yes. I mean, they do take him for granted. I mean, I don't think there's any question. Like, he's the one constant that has made them, again, and I know Laker fans hate to hear this, but 43 and 121. That's the record from Kobe's last game to when LeBron signed on the dotted line, okay? And that doesn't even account for the fact that those last Kobe years were brutal, okay? So they were the worst team in the sport. And he did restore them. They did win a championship. Bubble or not, they won, okay? I'm a big believer that bubble championship was harder than any of the other ones because people were legit tapping out like, I can't do this anymore. I got to go, So to me, it was no surprise that the two teams that made it through to the end were LeBron's team and Pat Riley's team, the military school team, okay? So I do believe, and I've made this point before too, I believe whether it's the Lakers, brass, or the fans, not all of them, this contingent, I think that they don't appreciate him because of this. I'm trying to think of the proper word here. Of this level of reverence they have for Kobe. Okay? And maybe that's too into the psyche of people, but I do believe because of Kobe, there is going to be a contingent, always been a contingent of the fans, and I would even say in the Lakers brass that will never really truly accept him the way he should be accepted because he's not Kobe.
Yeah, but listen, he's not Kobe, but he's not a Laker like Kobe was a Laker. And listen, there was consternation during
I get
Kobe's
it, but he's
career.
no longer just a mercenary for the Lakers
No, it was
because
8 years.
he spent here longer than any other place he's ever been.
Right. It's been 8 years, you know? There's more to this Dave McMiniman story, though, that I think we should get into.
Sure. Let's cleanse the palate for 60 seconds, and then we'll get right back to it. Let's talk about our friends at SeaWorld, Cappy.
Oh, I would love to talk about our friends at SeaWorld. Hey, this is going to be a great summer at SeaWorld. It really is. And we're going to be broadcasting from SeaWorld on Friday, June 5th. We did a couple of broadcasts down there last year, and they were awesome.
You going to stick your finger in the jellyfish again?
I did do that. No, this year, you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to feed the sharks.
Nice.
Because now the jaw-dropping shark species that you can come face-to-face with, you can feed them. It's actually going to be crazy. SeaWorld San Diego is getting ready for you, and the Shark Encounter, that brand-new Shark Encounter, it opens on May 22nd, so in less than 2 weeks. Then there's also a lot of other things that you can do at SeaWorld that are a lot of fun, a lot of laughs, like the Sea Lions Tonight show, which is really fun, the all-new Dolphin Adventure show, which is going to be great, and also the concert series at SeaWorld San Diego. They have brought in acts from some of your favorite, like kind of oldie, from R&B to hip-hop, like Yin Yang Twins, Soulja Boy, Paul Wall, and I just like saying this one, Skillet. And the best part is all those concerts are included with your park admission. As a matter of fact, Ashanti is playing in July. I want to say it's July 18th-ish. It's a Saturday night. And I already made plans to go to that one with my sisters coming in to visit. So tickets start at just $59.99. These savings won't last that long. But again, the concerts are part of your admission. But tickets are only $59.99 right now. So grab yours at SeaWorldSanDiego.com to make this summer one to remember. Those low ticket prices will not last that long. SeaWorld San Diego, open your world to something amazeballs.
8:19 on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Indeed. George, let me read this to you real quick. Listen to this. This is after the story I was just telling that Dave told, where LeBron is kind of pissed because Rob Pelinka walks into the locker room, and instead of giving LeBron the game ball for achieving this career mark of 1,200-plus wins in his career, he gives the ball to JJ for his 100th career win. So then Dave goes on to write this. He says, adding to LeBron's ire, sources said, was the fact that the past dozen or so wins, this is in March, in the stretch came with LeBron willingly taking a supporting offensive role behind Luka and Austin. It was a nearly unprecedented move, and especially for a player of James's caliber. He was still named to the All-Star team for the 23rd time, and rarer still, he'd been considered to be the face of the franchise for nearly a decade. And so, without even stopping to change clothes, LeBron marched off into the LA night, simmering from another perceived indignation delivered by the organization that at one source told ESPN the Lakers tried to push LeBron out the door after they acquired Luka last year. So LeBron, according to Dave, was so angry that they did not give him the game ball, that they honored JJ's 100th career win.
I don't think it was just the game ball, just that they didn't even acknowledge the thing that he did. Because I don't think it was specific to the game ball. The way I read it, it was just, hey, they mentioned Rui's whatever milestone. They mentioned Luka's milestone.
Right.
JJ's milestone, but didn't mention that he became, at that win, became the most winningest player in the NBA's history.
And here's what
did he want,
think.
a banner?
I mean, how about a patch for his jersey?
Or just like...
I think he did get a patch for that, didn't he?
No, he didn't. Or just an acknowledgement would be nice.
I understand, but like Lakers fans, and I'll represent them, and Bergie can too, because we know Lindsey's going to be all LeBron.
But this isn't about Lakers fans.
But here's the thing.
This is about the organization.
So what? He gets paid $50+ million.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Okay? Your management here, okay?
Yeah.
You and Bergman are management here.
I'm a consultant. But
whatever the hell you want to call it, okay? If Mason in Ireland, okay, this is the perfect example. Let's say Cappy and I are doing our 1,000th show together.
Right.
Okay? Whatever. Let's just use that number, right? And on the same day, Travis and DeMarco are doing their 200th show together. Okay?
Yes.
And Mason and Ireland are doing their 50,000th show together.
Right.
That no one's ever done before.
And you've acknowledged Cappy and I's 1,000 show or 5,000 show, whatever, DeMarco and Travis's 200 show, But don't acknowledge John and Mace's 50,000 show together?
The faces of the station for 20 years.
You don't think they're going to be pissed off?
And if they were pissed off and they came to Bergie and I had said, what the F? I'd say, look at your 2 contracts. Look at the amount of money you make.
That's ridiculous.
Look at the amount of money you make. And
not.
look at the hallway.
And you would be wrong.
Look at the hallway that is full of Mason and Ireland
you would be
propaganda.
Wrong. You would be wrong.
Okay.
And it would be like me giving the award to you for your 200th day as a consultant.
And guess what? Maybe deep down, somebody would say, you know what? Maybe Morales and Bergman just want them to leave. And that would be easier on everybody.
What he's saying.
So we can start it.
That's what he's saying.
And many Lakers fans are going to go, good.
Yeah, right. Oh, listen, that part you're right about. LeBron had a feeling.
And you know what? You'd be a bunch of.
But here's what you're going to say, that they need LeBron. I'm not going to disagree with you.
What I would say is you're a bunch of spoiled brats.
Okay, but maybe
because
people
you know
are going.
You'd be still in the doldrums had he not shown up.
You're right. But maybe in 2026 they go, let's start a new day with Luka and see how it works.
Because you wouldn't have Anthony Davis,
right?
Which wouldn't have
but
gotten
they don't
you
have
Luka.
Anthony Davis now.
No, what I'm saying is in the
LeBron
sliding doors, you don't get Anthony Davis, which doesn't get you Luka. You'd still be dealing. You'd probably still have whatever version of Lonzo Ball and Brandon Ingram you'd have today.
But all of that being said, LeBron was upset because LeBron felt disrespected. Because LeBron
has
felt like
his son on the team. What else does he want?
Well, not only that, but they also have the coach that he handpicked for them.
Okay.
And he's happy about that. He even McMiniman even
acknowledged
reports that. But look, if you're LeBron and you've been as great as he's been for as long as he's been great, and you've done for the Lakers what George says he did for the Lakers, you feel like now they're disrespecting you. And here's the thing. Let me ask you guys this question. When LeBron now has what happens on April 2nd, where Luka's gone and Austin's gone, and the organization comes back to him. They just disrespected him. Or at least that's the way he feels. Now they come back to him and they go, hey, so we're really sorry, but option 1 and option 2 both got hurt, so now you have to become option 1 again. There's a part of me that thinks that LeBron, instead of saying, I'm not doing that, screw you guys, we'll flounder till the finish line. Instead, what LeBron did was, oh, really? Now I'm number 1 again? Oh, I'm going to show all you guys that disrespected me, that made me feel like you're going to push me out of the organization, that handed off my team to Luka, et cetera, et cetera. I'm going to show all you guys what I'm really all about.
Well, I don't think it was that. I think LeBron was. I think LeBron fully went into the Luka relationship hoping it to be a partnership. And what he's saying is, and what Dave, the way I'm reading it is, they did not want it to be a partnership, as in the Lakers did not want it to be a partnership.
No, they found the replacement.
Right.
That's what happened.
Right.
They found the replacement. And LeBron, for somebody who feels the way you're representing the way he feels, which is, I showed up to help restore the greatness of this organization. I put my championship brand, and I took their championship brand, and I put them together like peanut butter and jelly, okay? And so now I came and did that for you, and now you guys are just going to disrespect me and tell me that you've already brought my replacement
But
to
Charles Barkley and Draymond last week got into a fight on NBA, inside the NBA, because Chuck dared to say to Draymond, yeah, when you get old, it's not the same as you can't do it anymore. That's just logic. That's just biology. That's just science. Hold on for a second. So dare the Lakers, God forbid, they go, you know what? We're not going to build around a 41-year-old anymore.
No, but no one
We're
is
going to
saying,
start new.
But no one is saying.
Dave said it, that he's disrespected. How's he disrespected?
Okay, can you stop being a jerk face and listen for a second?
No, the jerk face is LeBron.
No,
that's
he's
the
not.
jerk face.
Oh, give me a break.
I mean, listen. Okay, what I would say is, okay, back up and say what you just said again.
I don't remember what I just said.
The jerk face is LeBron.
Oh, yeah, the jerk face is LeBron.
No, before that.
The LeBron and
First
Chuck.
of all,
at 41 years old, the body
no
doesn't
one
do
is
it.
trying to build around him. Like that is not what he wants. Clearly, at this stage, what I think he's saying is he deserves at least some level of equity in this partnership that they love to talk about. Right? They call them custodians or whatever. What he's saying is that's a bunch of crap. That's not true. That they're not. That he was until he wasn't anymore. And what he assumed was that he was going to be a partner along with Luka, and this does not seem to be the case anymore.
So if Mason and let's go back to your first analogy.
My analogy, I think, stands. If Mason and Ireland were
so if Mason and Ireland called Craig Karmazin and said, you know what, we don't think it's fair that you guys are building around Sedano and Kap, and you have Morales in there and Bergman in there. We don't feel that that's fair that you're putting all this love into a morning show, wouldn't Craig Karmazin go, listen, we love you guys, but we got to build for when you guys retire in a few years?
Okay, that's fine. But what I would also say, Craig Karmazin would still acknowledge in the example I gave, if Mason and Ireland did their 50,000 show, and Cappy and I did our 5,000 show, and Travis and DeMarco did their 200 show, and if the two shows that had done less shows got acknowledged and Mason and Ireland didn't, that would be wrong on his part. He would never do that. And if you did that, you would be a scumbag.
And guess what?
Oh!
If he acknowledged them, Craig Karmazin acknowledged Mason and Ireland, you'd be on my phone in 20 minutes going,
no way.
Can you believe this?
Let me tell you something.
Mason and Ireland,
first of all,
you are
so full of crap. I have never disrespected Mason Island the way you do every single day.
I have. Because I want them to quit.
Get him, George. And by the way,
you're the Lakers.
You're Rob Pelinka. You just said it. Rob Pelinka.
Can you imagine if I tried to put on Rob Pelinka's jacket?
They want him to quit. The
It'd
Lakers,
be like Chris Farley.
That thing would bust.
Right.
Yeah.
The Lakers would love it if LeBron said to them, hey, guys, I'm leaving. I'm going elsewhere. They would love that because then they're not bad guys.
Actually, just to be fair, I want Mason to quit. Johnny and I, we're now boys.
Oh, yeah? You and Johnny I are
Well,
now
we're
good?
Life Source guys.
Mm-hmm. You are Life Source guys, indeed.
Yeah. 828. We got to clear the path.
Called him a scumbag, by the way.
I did. He deserves it.
Yeah,
Who called me
You
a
know what?
scumbag?
I called you a scumbag.
Okay. That's
And
fine.
he deserved it. He calls everyone the scumbag all the time. He even said it to a group that I was very upset
He
about
was upset the other day. But I was just joking.
No jokes with that.
Now Cappy's going to go, who's the
tell
group?
you
And we're
after
going to
the-
restart all. No, he already knows.
I don't know.
I
I'll
told
tell
you when
you
he
off
called
air.
me about
I
that.
don't know.
I actually think I said it on the air the next day. Anyway, 829. We got to get ready for Windy. Brian Windhorse on a Windy Wednesday will be here.
Hard-working people.
It's Windy Wednesdays.
Let me talk about some more hardworking people. Our folks at Providence. They saved my life, you know. Katie Cornella, Dr. Cobb, the whole team there at St. Joseph's Hospital. But I had heart failure. They have an amazing cardiology team, but they're also amazing at cancer. And we know that cancer has affected all of our lives in some way. Remember, your health is the real MVP. Providence reminds you to stay in the game by prioritizing cancer screenings. When it comes to cancer, early detection saves lives. Many cancers develop quietly, without noticeable symptoms. But when found early, treatment options are more effective than ever. That's why routine screenings, knowing your family history, and talking to your doctor are so important. Providence brings together the best minds in cancer care, keeping you in the game with life-saving innovation and compassionate support right here in Southern California. You know, yesterday on the afternoon show, Travis was talking about his colonoscopy. My grandfather died of colon cancer. Go get your colonoscopies done. It's real simple. Get checked out for your family. Don't be scared. Be a real man. A real man gets checked out. Protect your health and get back to the moments that matter most. Learn more at providence.org/cancer. Providence, caring with compassion in Southern California. They saved my life. Hopefully they never have to save your life or somebody you love's lives because you get checked out early and you get taken care of. 8:30 straight up on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show, LA's only local sports morning show. When we return, Brian Windhorse will be here on a Windy Wednesday right here on ESPN LA.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. We'd like to thank our founding partner,
LAX, Los Angeles International Airport, where change is in the air. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
It's Bethel Duran, and you know how much I love my Toyota. And right now, the deals are sizzling at Northridge and Wondries Toyota. Get a brand new 2026 Camry for just $389 a month for 36 months, $4,999 due at signing, or finance for just 4.99% APR for 60 months. What about a brand new Tacoma? I'm thinking of doing this. You can lease for just $279 a month for 36 months, $4,999 due at signing, or you can finance for just 2.99% APR for 48 months. In the 818, go see NorthridgeToyota.com. In the 626, WondriesToyota.com.
I took Mom to catch a ball game. Is it time to pick her up yet? Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Morongo's Travel Center always has the lowest price gas around.
Number 2.
Tommy Bahama Gift Giveaway, May 19th, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
And the number 1 reason.
It's finally back. Smoking good times. 3 cigars, scotch tasting, a food spread, and live music. May 17th, 5 p.m.
Morongo, good times.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Next time you're at my home away from home, LAX, look up. You'll see the future of travel in action. It's the all-electric Skylink train. It's now testing, and trust me, this is a game changer. What does it take to build a champion? It takes round-the-clock preparation. And soon, Skylink will connect you to the airport terminals, the new rental car center, and LA Metro. From practice to prime time, the LAX Skylink. Fast, free, and built for LA. In testing now to help you skip the traffic later.
8:32 in the morning. Man, I feel good. Sedano and I were fired up in there. I like that. Children's Hospital Los Angeles' biggest event of the year is back. Walk and Play LA brings the community together for a fun-filled day, supporting kids who need life-saving care. Enjoy a scenic 3K walk, plus music, games, and activities for all ages. Join us Saturday, June 6th at the Santa Monica Pier. Sign up at ESPNLA.com. So here's the thing. It's my team. I'm going to be out there, and hopefully Momo, depending on how the NBA Finals go. Join Team ESPNLA. We want you to be part of this. You remember last year when we did all those fun events for the great people at Children's Hospital Los Angeles? Help us out now. Join Team ESPNLA. Go to ESPNLA.com. Use the code PLAY to save $10 when you make a donation. Visit ESPNLA.com to learn more. And come on out on Saturday, June 6th. And walk for the kids, Jack. I'll be there at the Santa Monica Pier. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show is back in 1 minute. And we got Wendy ready.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. Money is on the line. Always say hello with Quo. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Good morning. It's Mike Trudell here. Ball Knower Extreme, or at least as Morales calls me. Now you're starting your day with the Sedano and Kap Morning Show, and don't miss the first night of Lakers talk with me, Mike Trudell. Debuting Thursday night from 6 to 8 p.m., I'm talking purple and gold and taking your calls. Now it's back to the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on your home of Lakers basketball, ESPN LA.
8:34. Good morning.
Trudell needs to work on the prompter.
Seriously, he's reading from a prompter.
Purple and gold. One of the greatest songs ever made. Check out the lyrics sometime to talk about life. Stevie Wonder turned 76. This album in the 70s, Living for the City, Jack. He is joining us today on a Windy Wednesday.
It's Windy Wednesdays.
My Columbo brother, the great Brian Windhorst. He is on the technology. He's on the satellite phone today.
Mm-hmm.
Brian Windhorst, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you? Oh, look at that. And you're
George,
on video.
What NBA city is behind me?
Okay.
I don't have the video. Let me
hold
see.
on. Let me hold it up to you.
Look, I want to take a guess also. I wanted to take a guess.
Hold on. Let me put my glasses on.
Take a look.
Stand by.
Take a look
This
right
could be
here.
our little parlor game going forward
Can you see
whenever
that?
I'm in my home studio. You can.
Oh,
you can
that's.
try to.
Is that OKC?
You got it, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was not going to be my guess. All
What was
right.
your guess going to be?
I thought it kind of looked like Milwaukee-ish. You know?
Okay, you're not. That's not ridiculous.
Yeah. Wendy, I love the fact that today, when we're going to talk a lot of Lakers, you're rocking the purple shirt today.
I
Looking
didn't
sharp.
think about that, but but that is true. Let me fix my.
Well, that's going to go viral. Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, big
Yeah.
time. Right. Wendy's on ESPN LA, the home of the Lakers. He's talking
Wearing
LeBron. He's
purple.
rocking purple. Oh, yeah. What a shill he is. Oh, yeah.
I don't have any gold shirts, so
Uh,
I my only choice.
Yeah, yellow undershirt would have been really nice. It would have been a
I
nice
know,
touch.
I messed it. I
So,
messed it up.
so Brian, I would like for you to juxtapose the comments made yesterday by Rob Pelinka, particularly about LeBron, and what our colleague Dave McMiniman wrote today on ESPN.com, and tell me what you make of those two things.
Rob has pretty much said the exact same thing for the whole season, right? Didn't he use some of this same verbiage at Media Day? We're going to honor LeBron. We want to honor LeBron and his legacy for allowing him to allow him to decide how his story is going to end. Isn't that essentially the same verbiage? And let me just say that as I talked to Rob, during the regular season, off the record, he would say the same thing. It wasn't like behind the scenes he was saying anything different. I think that's the position. The problem is somebody's going to have to make the first move here, and I don't think either one of them wants to do it. What I think LeBron wants to hear, I don't know this, just to be clear, but what I would educatedly guess LeBron wants to hear, LeBron, we want you back. Here is our offer, and it is everything you want. It is the money you want. It is the team or the player option that you want. It is the no trade clause that you want. Our way of honoring you is saying, let's keep the party going. And if you're the Lakers, maybe what you'd like to hear is, boy, as I look at the lay of the land in this league, and I see what's going on with our team, and I know where I'm at, and I know that now I need to sort of be in position 3, third wheel or whatever. I want to still be here, and I want to support Luka. So maybe I'll come back on a deal that's for less money, so that we can build out the team. And that's what the Lakers would love to hear. And so the question is, who's going to move first? And who's going to make the first offer? And this is, by the way, the question I've been asking to people in the league and even people at the Lakers and LeBron's side. What should the offer be? What should his contract be? Because, well, I will not assume anything. I don't want to assume for sure he's playing next year. I don't want to assume that it's going to be in LA. I think the most common sense is that he does play another year. Nobody knows but him and Mike Mancias what he goes through day to day to get himself in position to play those games. So none of us know. Only LeBron knows what that entails. And so if he says, I just don't want to do that again, I get it. But whatever he's doing, he's still a top 20, 25 player in the league. And that's just analytically by the eye test and by everything. And so if it's not too terrible to go through what he goes through, I can see him wanting to play another season, and playing with the Lakers makes the most sense. The Lakers' issue is that they have a brand to uphold and a legacy to maintain, not just LeBron's, but their own. They have to be respectful of that. But they also have to team build. And it's put in between a rock and a hard place. And so one of the things that LeBron said was going to take time. The Lakers need LeBron to make a decision in a month, because they need to know going into the draft whether LeBron's going to play next year and what his salary is going to look like, so that they can plan their offseason. That's just the bottom line.
If I were the Lakers, I would not.
How about you tell us that right after you tell us about the wellness company,
Okay.
and then ask Brian your question.
That's a good tease. Now I got to write it down, though.
Yeah.
Okay?
If you were the Lakers, you would
Write it down, though. Write it down.
Right. Hey, let me tell you about the wellness company, about the medical emergency kit. So last night, here's a great example of why every home should have a medical emergency kit. So last night, we're with Armin Cornell, one of our great listeners. And Armin is telling Chris and I a story that he got some kind of like a chest cold, and he couldn't shake it. And he's like, you know what? I couldn't shake the cold, and I couldn't work out. And when I couldn't work out, I felt really terrible. And so finally, this is Armin's story. After like 30 days of I can't shake this cold, and because of it, I can't work out, finally, he winds up going to see a doctor and a pharmacist, and it takes him a lot of time, and it costs him a bunch of money. And he's like, you know, man, I thought to myself, how dumb am I? Why didn't I have this right here, the medical emergency kit? Because when you open this thing up, if you've got some kind of a chest cold or something respiratory happening and you need antibiotics, and that's what Armin eventually needed, they're all right here. You have amoxicillin, you have a Z-Pack, and you have other medications, so that if Armin would have had a medical emergency kit, he would have started it when he got sick. He'd have gotten better in 2 or 3 days, because that's what ultimately happened. It took him 30-plus days to finally get off his ass and go see somebody, and in 2 days, after a couple of antibiotics, he was back to normal. So how do you know what to take? You go into the guidebook. The guidebook is, hey, I've got something going on. It's in my chest. I can't shake it. They're going to say, okay, take this. It's in your kit. It is like having an urgent care in your own home. Every house should have one. So here's what you do. Go to urgentcarekit.com/710, urgentcarekit.com/710. Use our promo code 710. You're saving $45 on the medical emergency kit at urgentcarekit.com/710.
Thank you, Cappy. 842.
All right, if you were the Lakers, ...
I would never let anybody be in control of my future. And that's where, Wendy, you're describing it as, the Lakers have to wait for LeBron to make a decision. And if I'm the organization and I already know that I've replaced LeBron with a new face of the organization, that's Luka Doncic, and my priority is Austin Reaves, then I'm not going to wait around for LeBron. I'm going to go on as if we're not going to be able to do a deal. And we're going to do what you just said, Wendy, build an entire team, not build 3 guys and a bunch of leftovers. What do you say to all that?
Yeah, man, this is the hard call, because in a vacuum, you are correct. But as Dave Story pointed out today, in the end, LeBron was the only one standing. The Lakers got the home court advantage in the first round because of the way LeBron carried them down the stretch. The Lakers won the first round because of the way LeBron carried them through. LeBron got them there. Their season ended up in a success because of the 41-year-old. Okay, here's the other thing. The Lakers, if you look at Mark Walter, everything he's done so far as he bought the team has been business first. He replaced the team president. They've hired and added to the business side. They're going to add to the basketball operations coming up here. That's what Rob was talking about yesterday.
Yeah, 2 assistant GMs.
But they hired the business people first. They put out a press release saying, buy our jersey patch. They added a row of seats, of courtside seats. These are all business decisions. From a business standpoint, you re-sign LeBron James. That's what a business person would do. And for the history of the Lakers and the way that they have taken care of their star players historically, whether it was giving Magic a piece of the team, whether it was giving Kobe that last contract, which was not good for the team building, but was out of honor of Kobe coming off that torn Achilles. For the Lakers brand, you give LeBron the money and you bring him back. That's what you do for Lakers business. The thing about it is that in the current era with the current rules, team building goes against that. Team building punishes you for paying more than 2 players, basically. If you go, and this is what teams are going to grapple with elsewhere. It's what Oklahoma City will have to grapple with. They can't keep this team together. They're going to have to begin taking it apart because of this rule. So, I think just look at it this way. If you look at the Lakers have what I call phantom cap space. So you look at the Lakers right now, what do you think they need? Like, if you want, if forget about what players they are, just name to me the players they need.
Mm-hmm. They need a big.
Correct. They need a franchise center,
too.
right?
Yeah. And they need 2-way players. They have too many 1-way players.
Okay. You're talking about in addition to what they've already got, right? Because if you're subtracting, right? Because if you subtract LeBron, Cappy,
Yo.
Where are you getting that production from?
Oh, no, it's a good question. I don't know. Is there a way to get A.J. Mitchell? Can we have him?
No. You draft him. By the way, the Lakers have no draft picks really helping them.
Right.
So LeBron and Reaves make $66 million this year. To add a player, you're going to have to create space there. How you do it? And Hachimura and Smart made $25 million this year. Maybe you can afford to lose one of them, but you can't afford to lose both of them. How are you going to re-sign both of them and create space there? Your pathway forward is probably to keep LeBron.
It is a good point, though. It is a good point, though, the business side versus the desire to win a championship side.
But what he's saying is if you lose LeBron, it's not like that space is you can just plug new people into it. You can,
but then you got to replace LeBron.
Correct. Yeah. Right.
If you look at the cap space and you're like, oh, the Lakers have 50 million, 80 million, 100 million, that's saying goodbye to Rui Hachimura. Okay, you say goodbye to Maxi Kleber. Maybe you say goodbye to Luke Kennard. That's 22 million. But Reaves is making 14. You're going to have to pay him a large part of that. How are you adding to the team? You're only adding to the team by getting LeBron to take a big reduction or by saying goodbye to Hachimura. And Hachimura just averaged 18 points and shot 51% on threes in the playoffs. You saying goodbye to that? How are you replacing that?
Yeah.
More with Windy in about 2.5 minutes on a windy Wednesday, but let's talk about our friend Jacob Emrani.
Yep, in a city like LA, electric scooters are everywhere. You see them near apartment buildings, outside coffee spots, by the bench, all over the place. And when a scooter accident happens, Cappy, things can go bad in a hurry.
Yeah, and if you are exposed, traffic is close. And even at a low-speed hit, and believe me, I walk around these streets of downtown LA, I see some crazy stuff that goes on out there. Even if you get hit low speed, you can get hurt really, really badly, and that's why you call Jacob and Ronnie.
At 800-345-6789, Cappy. And Jacob and Ronnie helps people after electric scooter accidents and can walk you through what to do next.
Now, here's the most important point. You get a free consultation, a no-obligation case review, and you're not left guessing while bills and paperwork are piling up. And, again, most important part here, don't freak out about money. I can't afford a lawyer. No, you can, because there is no fee unless Jacob wins.
So call him at 800-345-6789. That's 800-345-6789. Or visit him online at calljacob.com. That's calljacob.com.
Thank you. More of Brian Windhorst. Windy Wednesday continues in 2.5 minutes from right now on LA's only local sports morning show, the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. We'd like to thank our founding partner,
Providence, caring with compassion in Southern California.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Hey, Laker fans, when the energy rises, it's time to keep moving forward with a career-focused degree at National University. Take your best shot with NU's Believe and Succeed scholarship and score up to $6,000 annually towards a bachelor's or master's degree. Flexible 4- and 8-week online courses, online options, and support like free tutoring and virtual mental health counseling. NU is built for busy lives. Apply by July 31st at nu.edu. Terms and conditions apply.
So I'm in Mike Capozio's office here at Rotolo Chevrolet. And Mike, every time I hear an ad, everybody is number one. How is there more than one number one?
Number one here, number one there. And fortunately for me, Chevrolet tells us who's number one.
So we're talking huge inventory, Chevy cars and trucks, SUVs, everything you could want. That's how you stay number one. And
you got to have the inventory to give to the people, but you need the people in the building to take care of the people that are coming into our building. No one does better with a customer than we do.
That's how you stay on top for more than a decade. Go online at rotolochevy.com.
Children's Hospital Los Angeles' biggest event of the year is back for the 10th year. Walk and Play LA brings the community together for a day of fun and philanthropy, all to support young patients who need life-saving care. Hi, it's Chris Morales, and you can enjoy me and enjoy a scenic 3K walk, plus a festival with music, games, and sports activities for all ages. Join me Saturday, June 6th at the Santa Monica Pier. Register today at walkandplayla.org and use the discount code PLAY to save $10 on your registration.
Michelle Smallman here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app and share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required. Not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
Progressive knows there's no one more important to your team than your pet. They're like your top draft pick.
And it looks like Chuck has selected Pepper the Corgi. Bold pick there, Deborah.
Yeah, Rich, Pepper has a high ceiling for sure, but he does have a tendency to bark at every tree.
Yeah, he brings a lot to the table, but also takes a lot off of it, especially when it's been left near the edge.
Nothing left to do now but suit him up for the dog park.
Protect your top draft pick from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates of third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations. Covered subject to policy terms.
It's time for the Wild Fork Foods Yacht Rock Song of the Morning.
It's time for the Wild Fork Foods Yacht Rock Song of the Morning on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Wild Fork, your neighborhood meat and seafood market.
Now, he's put on his captain's hat.
I am the captain. This is the captain's table. The captain sits
at the captain's table.
Captain Condiment has the Yacht Rock all queued up.
So, at 8:52 in the morning, are the Lakers saying, baby, come back to LeBron? I guess we'll find out for Brian Windhorst more as we continue on a Windy Wednesday. But let's talk about our friends at Prize Picks, guys.
We got a short segment here, so we want to still ask Brian one more question. So, Cappy, if you want sports action in the state of California, Prize Picks is the place to be. Download the Prize Picks app. Use the promo code Cappy, K-A-P-P-Y. Your first $5 lineup gets you a $50 lineup bonus. It's simple to play Prize Picks. It's more, it's less. There's a stat projection for every player imaginable and every sport imaginable. You bundle a couple together, you can win cold, hard cash.
Two most important things you need to know right now. One, it's the Do It Live 2026 NBA Finals Sweepstakes. That's right. Pick live squares during any NBA playoff game, and you can win a trip for two to the NBA Finals. You might be hanging out with Wendy for all I know. And to enter, all you have to do, make that $5 lineup on one live NBA player pick. That means after the game has already begun. And the most important thing that you probably need to know is you download the Prize Picks app, you use the code Cappy, K-A-P-P-Y, you make that first $5 lineup, you get $50 in lineups, and you are ready to play and win on Prize Picks.
Prize Picks, a preferred partner of the NBA. All right, Brian, real quick, because we have a short segment here, and then we'll have you on the digital-only hour on YouTube and on the ESPN LA app when people click the Sedano and Kap tile for 30 more minutes there. But do you believe that the Lakers have enough of a sample size with Luka, LeBron, and Austin? I know they tout the March, right, 16-2, to feel like it can work to win a championship?
Not in the current Western Conference. Those three aren't enough. I don't know what the answer is for Victor Wembanyama. I'm watching him. You know, the Wolves have a really smart coach. They have a versatile defensive team. They've got 4-time Defensive Player of the Year at center. They've got wings. They've got, Julius Randle who can body him, and they really can't stop him. And I don't know how you're going to stop him, and that's who you're trying to deal with. And on the other hand, you're trying to deal with the Thunder, who have a team built with, a multifaceted team that you definitely need size to deal with. So the Lakers, I don't think, can afford to subtract LeBron and think that they're going to easily replace that and then upgrade their team. They need to upgrade their team without losing LeBron, at least in the short term. And so that's the challenge. What is the way you can do it? What can you give Reaves and LeBron? Because, frankly, they're two of the top 5 free agents. You're like, well, who do we got in free agency? We got all this money. Well, guess what? You got 2 of the top 5 or 6 free agents are yours. So if you re-sign Reaves and LeBron, you can call the Lakers winners in free agency because they kept their own players, which is where the Lakers pay the penalty of not being able to, build through the draft. They've made these great acquisitions. Pelinka has made several big trades, but they haven't been able to build through the draft. Do you guys know the last first-round draft pick that they made that they extended?
That they extended?
Man,
good question.
They extended Max Christie, so that was obviously a good draft pick.
Okay.
But the last first-round pick, and Dalton Connect ain't going to be it.
Nope.
Right.
Was Andrew Bynum.
Wow. Oh, wow. That's going back a long time.
And by the way, the Lakers won multiple championships since then. I'm not arguing that they have made a mistake. I'm just saying in the current environment, that's why it's hard. It's hard. You need cheap talent. And the Lakers don't have any cheap talent. They have expensive talent that they need to keep, but they need to add more. It's a tough situation.
Gosh, Wendy's so good.
Yeah, so good.
More with Wendy in the digital-only hour. Again, listen on the ESPN LA app. Click the Sedano and Kap tile, or you can watch on YouTube.
And terrestrially, the Rich Eisen Show begins. Top of the hour, 9 o'clock. It is a Windy Wednesday right here on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
It's Windy Wednesdays.
Wake up, sucker, and know how lucky you are to start your day with us.
Looking for a vodka with standards? Blue Ice delivers. American-made from Idaho potatoes, gluten-free, non-GMO, and only 64 calories an ounce. Enjoy the classic huckleberry with lemonade or award-winning double espresso. Blue Ice vodka, premium taste, nothing extra.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Next time you're at my home away from home, LAX, look up. You'll see the future of travel in action. It's the all-electric Skylink train. It's now testing, and trust me, this is a game changer. What does it take to build a champion? It takes round-the-clock preparation. And soon, Skylink will connect you to the airport terminals, the new rental car center, and LA Metro. From practice to prime time, the LAX Skylink. Fast, free, and built for LA. In testing now to help you skip the traffic later.
What if I told you the next great story in Los Angeles isn't happening on the court, it's happening in Glendale. Hi, it's Momo, Ramona Shelburne. At Hyundai of Glendale, it's not just a grand opening, it's a fresh start. Right now, lease a brand new 2026 Hyundai Palisade SE for just $299 a month. Comes with owner's assurance and America's best 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Call 818-222-8000 or check them out, HyundaiofGlendale.net.
$299 per month plus tax. Close in lease for 24 months. $43.99 cash due from customer plus $500 lease cash. $48.99 due at sign. Plus government fees and tax. Unapproved above average credit through HMS no security deposit. 7,500 miles per year. 20 cents per excess miles. Expires 5/31/26.
Memorial Day weekend checklist. Sunscreen, check. Snacks, check. Road trip playlist, check. Now, when's the last time you checked your oil? Before you hit the road, head to Valvoline Instant Oil Change for a fast 15-minute stay-in-your-car oil change, and no appointment is ever needed. Plus, they'll check your fluids, battery, wipers, and more, so you can worry less about your car and focus more on the weekend ahead. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a special offer and your nearest location. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Quick, easy, and road trip approved.
Hey, LA County, it's time to vote. Return your ballot early at any official ballot drop box. Visit plan.lavote.gov to make your voting plan today. That's plan.lavote.gov. Brought to you by the Los Angeles County Registrar. The Black and Gold hit the road looking to build momentum before the World Cup break.
It's the goal line from David Martinez!
Today, Los Angeles Football Club battles St. Louis City in the first of a two-match road trip.
It's a last little sprint before the break. It's not easy, but we have to be strong.
LAFC hope to stack points as the MLS season races towards the summer pause. LAFC versus St. Louis. Pre-game coverage starts today at 5 p.m. on the ESPN LA app and on 710 after DeMarco and Travis.
This is John Ireland. Here in LA, we got tired of wondering what was in our tap water. So we installed a Life Source whole house water system. One system, better tasting water from every tap. No harsh chlorine taste, no salt, no hassle. Life Source is an essential home appliance. Call the Life Source Water California factory at 800-WATER-99 or visit lifesourcewater.com. For limited time, factory direct pricing and free installation. Life Source Water. Taste and feel the difference.
Warranty limitations apply.
Harry Douglas here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app and share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required. Not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
The home of USC football, and now the home of The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon, KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station. Oh, it's Windy Wednesdays on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Cappy, one of my favorite songs of all time, when they got together and sang "All for Love," man, from the Three Musketeers soundtrack. Remember the Three Musketeers?
Yes.
That's kind of like you, me, and Sedano, but when Brian Windhorst is here, my Columbo brother, right, it becomes Windy, Cappy, and Sedano, which I'm okay with.
You are.
They are the Three Musketeers on Wednesdays. Good morning, Brian Windhorst.
Where would Brian Windhorst be in line at your wedding to dance with you?
To this song, Morales. I want to dance with you to this song.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wow. We won't look each other in the eye.
It's Windy Wednesdays.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show is on the air.
The biggest show in ESPN LA history.
Don't the Rams say bleep them picks?
Yes.
Isn't
that was a long time ago. Different now. Now they're good at the picks.
Yeah, but didn't they do that and win the Super Bowl?
They did.
This is a bleep them picks trade.
Yeah, what was it?
Horn chins.
Yeah,
horn chin.
Sedano is a guy who's like, hey, I've been around the NBA 20 years. I can draw plays up on the board. I can do.
God.
What do you mean, oh God? What do you mean?
A little sabor?
Yeah, I don't think people like being called hacks.
You're the güero on the radio.
Giant Mexican, horn section.
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
Give me a freaking break.
I'm reacting to Art Bell.
Yeah? Oh, okay.
Amazing.
Do you want to do the Love Boat, or do you want me to do the Love Boat?
The Art, I don't even know what you're talking
No,
about.
here it is. Ready? Watch this. Watch this.
It's Windy Wednesdays.
Midnight in the desert. I'm Art Bell.
Scott Kaplan, eat a fat one, bro.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Wow, that's crazy.
Well, you want to woo-woo? Bit Boy.
Monstrous.
Beto, I don't want to eat that.
We did it, Dad. We did it.
You were riding high on the stinger last time.
Oh, big time.
Right, that's right. Of course we were.
It's Windy Wednesdays on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Oh, just one more thing.
9:02 and 30 seconds. Good morning. Welcome to the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on a Windy Wednesday on this Wednesday, May 13th, 2026. Windy is connected with us virtually, and this best part of the week is coming.
Here it comes.
Windy, who is with us on the satellite phone from the Windy compound. Windy, was it as good for you remotely?
Here's what I love. It's literally my favorite part of the week. You will never not get me smiling at that. And I never get to see George, and George is just like, yeah, just let him do. Now I get to see George, and now he's just like, all right, what are we talking again? All right, let me know.
That's great.
Yeah, you know what it is? After a while, the Love Boat, you know.
You become desensitized to how
that's all it is.
brilliant
You've
it really
seen
is.
it once, you've
Right.
seen it 100 times.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
So, actually, you know what? I do want to talk to Windy before we're done talking NBA with him. You know, a lot of big matchups released in football, both college and pro, including his Ohio State Buckeyes traveling to Austin in week 2 of the college football season. It'll be on ABC. So I want to make sure we talk a little football with.
By the way,
I got to tell you, Ohio State's schedule is brutal this year.
Yeah.
I think they play at the Trojans
here at USC. Yeah, you should go to the game.
And I'll tell you something. The kid Julian Sand, their quarterback. You know, a lot of people look at him.
San Diego kid.
He is, but a lot of people look at him and they go, "Well, he's kind of not very big. He's kind of
frail looking."
You know what? I'll tell you something right now. I saw a video that Drew Brees put out the other day on Instagram, and Brees and Sand are standing right next to each other. Drew Brees is like legit 6 feet, 205, if that. Julian Sand towers over Drew Brees and looks a lot bigger and thicker than Drew Brees. So for Julian Sand, I've been following this kid since he was a high school kid, Brian. He's now, I would tell you, he might be 6'2", almost pushing maybe 6'3", and probably like 220. Like, he looks big. He looks a lot taller than Drew Brees and a lot thicker than Drew Brees. So for everybody that thinks he's kind of small and frail looking, I don't know, man. Maybe that kid's packing it on. So anyway.
Well, they have I mean, he obviously had a great year last year until the last 2 games, which is, that's when you are judged. But, in addition to playing at Texas, second game of the year, they have a 3-game stretch in October and November where they play at Indiana, at USC, and then versus Oregon at home.
Yeah,
Wow.
tough.
So,
Wow. Big Ten's
but
the real deal.
Nowadays, like, you can
lose 2.
You can lose 2 and get in. Can you lose 3?
I don't know.
Probably not.
I don't know about 3.
Probably not.
It would just depend on how those 3 actually played out. Like if they're 3 overtime games, maybe. You know what I mean?
It also would depend on, let's say, for example, USC were to win one of that game.
Yeah.
And then USC only has 2 losses. Let's say Ohio State has 3.
Right.
I mean, USC might get the nod in front.
Right.
So it's hard to tell at this point, but what a schedule.
By the way, I hate the whole idea of 24 teams in a playoff. Like, I can be okay with...
completely devalues the regular season.
Completely. And I could be okay with 16 because it's a nice round number and no buys, but like 24, now it's just like, we're really going to let 8 and 4 teams in the playoff? This is stupid. But anyway, and it's really just so Fox can get in the game and all these other networks that want to get in the game. That's all this is about. The Big Ten wants Fox in the game because that's their rights holder.
Well, it's the money.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what this is all about. But let's go back to the NBA, though, for a second. Brian, at the end of the last hour, you were making an interesting point about the Lakers, and you were saying that, they really could sign 2 of the top free agents if they got LeBron and they got Austin Reaves. But you also said earlier that, somebody's got to make a move first in this relationship.
Yeah.
Based on what I'm reading about today from Dave McMenamin, it makes me think that LeBron's ego has been injured, that he's been insulted, that he did not like the way he was treated, particularly after Luka was acquired and it became obvious that the organization was going in the Luka direction rather than staying in the LeBron direction. So here's my thought, and I'm wondering what you would think. I think LeBron might just be happy to leave. Like I
don't think he'd be happy to leave.
Well, let me rephrase it then. Yeah. I think LeBron would realistically look at leaving, whereas in years past, I've never thought that he would ever consider leaving.
Okay, as an executive who has been around, and George knows this person, but there's an executive who's been around for over 25 years who's one of the best in the league, and I respect him enormously. And he has a saying that is simple and spectacular. It's not about the money, it's about the money. Okay? So it's not about whether LeBron can live with $20 million less. It's about what offering LeBron $20 million less says. Okay? And you may say, well, if LeBron truly loves the Lakers and wants to be a Laker, he should take the $20 million or the $30 million less because it'll help the Lakers. But that's like, seriously, how can you look at the way this season ended and look anybody in the eye? Forget about LeBron. Just look me in the eye and say that you should pay Austin Reaves more than you pay LeBron James.
I will not do that. And in fact, I said to George, I'm watching Game 4 of this series against Oklahoma City. Dwayne Wade said LeBron James does not take discounts. So, yeah, I mean, we all look at LeBron. We have a jaded view of this. Hey, LeBron, you're a billionaire. Hey, LeBron, not only have you made so much money playing basketball, but how about your endorsements? How about your media empire? So come on, LeBron. What is the difference between 50 million
get like super
20?
Crazy to the bone real?
Yeah, go ahead.
Like to the bone real?
Yes.
They're not winning it next year anyway, because you're not climbing over San Antonio and Oklahoma City in one spot. And I don't know about Denver, and I don't know, maybe the way things are falling, you could beat Denver. Can you beat Minnesota? Maybe. Okay. So you got to sell all your season tickets. You got to sell your games on Spectrum. You got to be good for the Lakers brand now and going forward for the next star that you want to get. You don't want anybody to be like, wow, look how they did LeBron. I don't want to go there. So the real thing that you should do is you should pay LeBron the money. Do it on a one-year deal. Don't give him multiple years. Give him what he wants on a one-year deal. Give him a big, giant hug and say, we can't wait to see you back. And you kick the can down the road for a year. And you have another mid-50s win season, and you hope that your improvement is that Luka is healthy. Okay. And that a healthy Luka goes up against somebody when they sprain an ankle or pull a hamstring. If you want the to-the-bone real, that's what you do.
He's right.
Okay, so then I have a quick question.
Listen, you and I talked about this the other day before you have a quick question. And you agreed. You actually said it perfectly. Oklahoma City is the team of the future and the now. And San Antonio is right there knocking at that door, too.
Right. And I agree with Brian. I mean, based on the way things, it's not about the Lakers roster. It's about San Antonio's roster, and it's about Oklahoma City's roster. So wait, I just want to get back to what you were saying. When you say pay LeBron the money, if LeBron is not somebody who takes big discounts and doesn't want to take a hometown discount because he's a billionaire and he can afford to take a $30 million discount, are you saying that the Lakers should pay him $50-ish million?
Yep. That's what I would do.
Okay, then the next part of it is, then what should Austin Reaves make, and how do you make that work?
Well, that's a whole nother negotiation. Here's my point. I don't think what I'm telling you is, I just want you to think about the math. I'm going to make this simple. Austin and LeBron make $66 million this year, okay, combined. Okay. For thinking about the Lakers salary cap, you have to think about Austin's cap number as $21 million. They can sign him for more than that. They will sign him for more than that. But that's what his cap hold is, okay? So that's what Austin Reaves' number is going to look like as the Lakers try to figure stuff out. Where are you getting LeBron at that's going to give you the money to get a big-time center? Like, forget about who the center is. Let's just say you need $30 million to get that player. How are you getting there? So if you say to LeBron, so 66 is the number you're at. You gotta to create space for a new player, you got to get down from that 66, right? Okay, so look, Austin's at 21. Just trust me that the number is 21. That's not going to be a salary. Just trust me. His number is 21 on their books. You got to have LeBron come to 45 just to get equal. So you're already asking LeBron to take $10-ish million pay cut just to get where you have no extra space, where you've not made $1 available. Okay? Now you need $30 million. Like if you're going to go dream of going for Walker Kessler or something, you're going to need
Isaiah Hartenstein or someone like that, right?
You're going to need $30 million, $35 million, right?
Yeah.
So now you're asking LeBron to come down $20 more million, $30 more million. Are you crazy? He's not doing that. He'll walk somewhere else to play for less. And so what? And so how have you improved your team? You've just lost a top 20 player, and you've brought in what? You brought in a franchise center who won't be an all-star. So I say, pay the man his money. You're not clearing the space to get the two players anyway. Pay the man his money, and when the contract that you sign Austin Reaves to, make sure you can trade it. The contract you signed Rui Hachimura to, make sure it can be traded. This is why, by the way, this analysis is why Rich Paul said that the Lakers should trade Austin Reaves for Jaren Jackson.
100%.
Now, I know that Rich is not allowed to say that because he's LeBron's agent. And you can say, well, they're just trying to make sure LeBron can get paid and Reaves won't compete with him for the ball and everything like that. That is true. Absolutely true. However, his rationale was based in good analysis. And look, Jaren Jackson did get traded. He got traded mostly for draft picks. It wasn't, if the Lakers had been bidding, I don't think they could win that. But the point is, this was a franchise center that did get traded, and you could have used a player like that who got moved. And that's where the Lakers' problem is that you can go 10 rounds with LeBron and get him to sacrifice $20 million, and I don't think it's going to make a material difference because you've got to re-sign Hachimura. Because if you let Hachimura, who's your ideal free agents? Let's say the Lakers could get Peyton Watson and Walker Kessler. By the way, they're not. They're both restricted. Maybe they could get one of them. But let's just say in a perfect world they get both of them. If you subtract LeBron James, a top 20, 25 player, and Rui Hachimura, a combo forward who just averaged 18 and shot 50% on threes, you subtract those two players, you plug those two in, are you really ahead? And now you've alienated LeBron and done damage to your business. And so that's what I'm saying. There's going to be this stare down, but if Mark Walter operates like I've been watching him operate, he's going to make the best business decision. If Jeannie Buss operates the way I've watched her operate for decades, which is protecting the Laker brand and protecting the team's reputation with superstar players, the answer is you pay LeBron. That's where you're going to get to. What you're hoping is that LeBron comes to you and says, hey, let me figure something out. But based on the sentiment displayed in Dave's story today, I don't like the chances of that happening. So I say go offer LeBron the 1-year contract and say our improvement, you still would have room to add pieces. You're not going to bring the entire team back. But the idea of bringing in 2 giant salary new players on the back of a LeBron James going to take the minimum is not reality. He'll take the minimum. When I say the minimum, I'm talking about like an exception, because he can't go to these other teams. These other teams, the argument that's been presented to me is, well, who are the Lakers bidding against? Who's offering LeBron $50 million? Who's offering LeBron $30 million? Because these teams that have that much in cap space, LeBron's not going to play for the Bulls. He's not going to play for the Nets. That's not happening. If LeBron was going to go play for the Warriors or play for the Cavs, it would be on some exception, some, $15 million or even $7 million, like some sort of that number. But LeBron would probably rather go play for $15 million in Golden State than he would be to take a $30 million pay cut from the Lakers. And that's not going to put you forward anyway. And it's going to make you have egg dripping over your face when LeBron ends his career somewhere else, probably in your conference. So I say where they're going to get to on this is they're going to give LeBron the money. And they're going to run this team largely back because re-signing LeBron and re-signing Reaves is a victory. That is a victory for this organization.
And
wow.
Look, yeah, he's right.
Serious rant.
And he's right. And what I would say is, the thing that I think you nailed the most is they're not going to win next year unless they have an enormous amount of luck. So to your point, make the business part matter. And, I told you that months ago. They can do whatever they want. They're not better than these two teams. And there may be more teams they're not better than. But at the very least, you put yourself in the conversation to be, A, interesting, B, smart from a business standpoint, and C, maybe you get some good luck and you get some good bounces and some good injury luck your way.
Yeah.
And you can find a
they're
path.
due. Hey, Cappy, let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
The Warriors just re-signed Steve Kerr. He was the highest paid coach in the league.
Right.
They had a terrible year. They finished 10th.
Right.
Are they winning the title next year?
Nope.
Why'd they repay him to keep him the highest paid coach in the league?
My guess was to kind of keep Steph happy.
Correct.
Oh, really?
Because
I got it right.
You do not want to rip the team apart, and you're not winning it next year anyway. So they're going to fill the Chase Center. Steph's going to be happy. Steph's now talking about doing an extension. Every year you can get out of Steph Curry is like platinum, gold, silver, Bitcoin, whatever you want to say. LeBron's the same way. Yeah. Every LeBron year is worth platinum. And okay, so you may not win. Well, the Lakers had a good year this year. Did the Lakers fans not end the season proud of their team? Did the Lakers not get to the second round? Did the Lakers not have multiple All-Stars? Were the Lakers not a compelling product? Did you not want to be invested in them for 6 months? Did you not 82 games? Okay, maybe not 82, but did you not care when it was the Lakers game day for months on end? Did you not have interest in watching Luka and LeBron and Reaves play? It was a successful season. But, we're in this world where if you don't win the championship, it's deemed not successful. And I get it. I am very aware that those stars are on the court. The Lakers live in a different situation. The Lakers had a wonderful year this year. It was not a glorious year. It was not a historic year. They did not add a star. They had a wonderful season despite many challenges. They have definitely got an excellent head coach. They should sign him to a contract extension while they're at it, because no matter who's playing for him, J.J. Redick is the coach going forward. Like, Luka was in better condition this year. He was having a fabulous year. And frankly, just getting Luka healthy next year is more valuable than any player you can add. There isn't a player out there you're going to get who's going to stop Wembanyama anyway. Your only chance of really doing it is having Luka outplay him 4 out of 7. Same with Shea. That's your plan. So why would you do something that would materially damage your business and your reputation when it doesn't really guarantee a higher upside? This is all going to get academic. They're going to posture for a few weeks and everything like this, but this is all anybody who is intelligent, and Mark Walter and Jeannie Buss are, and LeBron knows, was what being here makes sense. People are going to posture and they're going to have their cool down period and everything like this, but that's where everybody's going to arrive. They're going to get back to the point where the best decision for everybody is to pay LeBron, pay Austin, and try to stitch it together and hope that next year health works out.
Wow. Here's my takeaway from everything you just said. I'll try and simplify it. There's the business of the organization, and then there's the pursuit of a championship. And if you are not really capable of pursuing a championship because you cannot rebuild this roster, or as Rob called it yesterday, retrofit this roster around Luka, if you can't do that at a championship level on this side, then you might as well be relevant, compelling. You're going to raise ticket prices. You're going to do deals with local brands and national brands. LeBron is good for your business.
Yes.
But over
You're
here,
a businessman.
Yeah, but over here, he's not really going to be able to help you win a championship.
Okay, illustrate to me how losing him, replacing him with what's available. I would say to Rob, if I was Mark Walter, I would say, okay, you don't want to pay LeBron the $50 million? Show me the plan where we're getting 2 or 3 players here that's going to make us better than this year. Show me the plan.
Right.
Maybe he's got
Rob,
it, guys.
Rob,
I'm not saying I'm the smartest guy in the world. Maybe Pelinka's got it. Maybe Pelinka's got his 3-point plan. These are the 3 things that we're going to do. And if that plan exists and LeBron walks, or LeBron is willing to take $10 million a year to make room for these players, I'm prepared to praise them on national television.
Yeah, I mean, if LeBron, listen, I'll make this comparison, but I'll just say it like this. we all used to hear about how Tom Brady.
And by the way, real quick.
Yeah. You're calling a T?
Yeah.
You're calling a T on me?
I'm calling 20.
You're calling a 20 here. Okay, go ahead.
I want to make sure that you understand the difference. This is Brian talking about the organization and the way they should view it. This is not how the players will try to view it.
There's no doubt. I mean, everything that Brian is saying, everybody who is listening and watching right now can hear that what he's saying is, if you're the Lakers and you are adding more front row seats and you're raising ticket prices.
And there's going to be more signage in the building.
Exactly. If LeBron James, I think every adult who's listening right now, even if you don't like LeBron or you'd rather prepare for the future, every person listening right now can understand LeBron James is good for the Lakers business as an organization.
And the Lakers are good for LeBron business.
Correct.
Right. Now, on the other hand, when you think about the future.
Although I would make the case that I don't think it's best for the NBA's business that they're in cahoots together. But that's just my own opinion.
The Lakers and LeBron.
I believe that the NBA was better when LeBron was in the East because you had a marquee star in the Eastern time zone where 2/3 of the country is watching television.
Okay. But if you're somebody
But that's separate, clearly.
But if you're somebody who's listening right now and you're going, but LeBron's 41, he's going to be 42, he's going to be limited in his playing time because of injuries that are going to pop up. Oh, by the way, same goes for Luka and same goes for AR. And if you're listening right now and you're going, well, wait, so you're telling me that you're going to have Luka, AR, LeBron, and Rui because you got to have all those guys. How could you possibly get further than where you got this year? And even if you got to see San Antonio or Oklahoma City again, there's no way that this Laker team with that core can beat those teams. Cannot happen unless guys get hurt.
Right. You have to have luck.
Right. So from a business perspective,
which has happened,
100%, it could happen. If from a business perspective, you sign LeBron. From a build for the future to overcome those two teams, I don't think you sign LeBron.
But I think one thing that, and I've been, and Brian and I have never talked about this, okay? But he mentioned at some point you sign Austin to a contract you can trade him for, okay? Same thing with Hachimura, right? Because ultimately, if you're going to build a real championship team around Luka, I don't believe you can have it with Austin Reaves. He's not Kyrie Irving. He's not the offensive player that Kyrie Irving is. And you can't have two guys that are getting picked on unless you literally, defensively, unless you literally put the perfect team around them. I don't believe you can do that with Austin Reaves at the number that he's going to be at.
Hey, Brian, let me ask you this. I asked George this the other day, and I'll ask it to you. Forget about dollars and cents and numbers, okay, but just player for player, who would you rather have, Austin Reaves or A.J. Mitchell?
Well, AJ's track record isn't long enough. Austin's proven it year over year. But, I mean, for team building purposes, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer because A.J. Mitchell costs
$3 million.
Right, but you got to just take that out in this scenario.
Can't. No, is Austin Reaves a better player right now?
I think he has a much larger sample size, but I would rather have A.J. Mitchell.
Well, A.J. Mitchell has proven he can be effective at both ends. Yeah. But I'm very cautious of crowning a second-year player. I just want to be clear.
That's fair.
Austin has proven over year. But what you're looking at is, if you look at the Thunder's team is built out with guys they either drafted or acquired on their rookie contracts, which is essentially like drafting them. And the Lakers are not. If you look at the Lakers, none of their players, essentially. I mean, if you want to give them Austin, that's essentially like that's kind of like a player they drafted because they got him out of the G League. So I guess I'll give him, Austin. But like if you look at the difference between the Thunder and the Spurs and the Lakers is the health through the draft. I mean, the Thunder traded for a couple of very important pieces. I mean, and they signed Isaiah Hartenstein. If you look at their starting lineup,
right.
Like they signed one of the guys and they traded for another.
Yep.
But Shea was kind of like a draft.
And even Caruso, so young. Right, yeah.
Caruso, they traded a lottery pick for Caruso.
Yep.
So, but
they traded a first-round pick for McCain.
That's right. Same sort. By the way, the Thunder never trade first-round picks.
Even though they have a million of them.
and I think they've got 2 in this year's draft, like right in the middle
they
of the
have
first
Clippers
round.
one, too.
Yeah, they got 2
They have
of them.
12, 17, and 34. And
Yeah.
34, by the way, is the spot they drafted A.J. Mitchell at. So
Mm-hmm.
I'd keep an eye on who they take at 34. So I mean, the Lakers, the Lakers have repeatedly been able to acquire star players through draft, free agency, and trade, but specifically more recently through free agency and trade. LeBron was acquired through free agency, Luka through trade, AD through trade. This is how they team build. This is what they're doing. But in the current era, it's hard to have more than 2 max players. It just is. By the way, the Thunder are going to run into this problem. They have 3 max players right now.
Oh,
They are not paying them all the max yet, because they're still Williams and Holmgren are still on their rookie contracts, but they are about to. And they will not, almost certainly, either not be able to keep those 3 guys together, or they will have to trade or lose some of these high-level role players. The Thunder will not be able to stay together the way they are. And so the difference is the Thunder, as they are composed right now, are a championship team. The Lakers are not. But the Lakers, you need improvement from them. And I just don't see how you are taking LeBron or Hachimura or Reaves off this roster and being able to achieve meaningful improvement.
Yeah, I think the Thunder will eventually trade one of them. I believe I know which one.
Which one do you think?
I don't want to say it.
Okay, because listen, I don't know which one it is.
So
I want to check.
think, and they will get a boatload of picks for any of them, but they will get a king's ransom for the one I think they'll trade to.
I just want a guy like Chet.
But he's not the one.
I'll take a guy like Hartenstein. Listen, bottom line is this: the Lakers, Anthony Davis was a really good player when he was healthy. And we all know that he wasn't healthy that much. And even at the end, he did play a lot of games in one of his probably the season before he got traded. He played a bunch of games. But I look at Oklahoma City and I look at Hartenstein and I look at Chet and I go, how do you compete with those bodies? You just don't have the bodies, the types of bodies to compete with those kinds of guys.
You look for it. That's why you sign players to contracts you can trade.
And I mean, a guy like Kessler, who you mentioned earlier, I mean, at least now at that point, you got a guy who's in that 7.2-ish range, right?
Yeah, but he's going to want to leave to get Utah not to match. You're going to have to go above $35 million. And what you're materially going to have to do to your roster to get to that $35 million, he's a role player. So, I mean, I'm just saying the analysis. Look, Nico Harrison didn't get fired for trading Luka Doncic. He got hated in Dallas for trading him. Okay? He got fired because the guy that they traded for, I'm talking about, listen to my words. He didn't get fired for trading Luka. He got hated for trading Luka. He got fired because the reason they traded him was because that they thought he was injured a lot and they thought he was out of shape. Okay? The guy that they traded him for got hurt in the first game they traded for him. And then in the second year, he came to camp out of shape and got hurt again. That is why Nico got fired. Meanwhile, Luka is in shape. Okay? And they're saying at the ownership level in Dallas, wait a minute, Nico, you told us we needed to trade this guy because he was always getting hurt and he was out of shape. Our guy comes in out of shape and gets hurt. You're fired. That's what happened. Now, the reason AD was out of shape was because he had this eye surgery or whatever, but the point is he came in after being injured the year before out of shape and got hurt. That's why he got fired. The Lakers traded AD for the same reason that the Mavericks traded Luka.
By the way, that first half, though, for AD in that first game was unbelievable.
It was really good.
It was unbelievable, that first half.
He played well for a half.
That first half was incredible.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Wendy, I will tell you, this has been, I'm going to say right now,
enlightening.
I'm going to say this may have been the best Windy Wednesday of all time thus far.
Look at Wendy's hair. He looks like Martin Sheen from The West Wing. He looks like
He
President
does look
Bartlett.
like Martin Sheen.
That hair looks so good today.
No product. No product.
No
Really?
product?
No product.
Wow.
Wait a minute. Did you blow dry that thing?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Come on,
What
that's
a
natural,
blessing. That's
straight
natural.
out of the shower?
What a blessing.
He woke up like this.
I mean, you gotta comb it out of the shower, but it's a little messy. The part's a little bit messy. The back's a little bit messy.
Yeah, but that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're looking good, man.
Yeah.
Wendy, now I'm told you don't have a heart out. Do you want to stay for a little Lindsay segment or what's?
Yes, I've I've made Lindsay give up her segment multiple times in the last couple weeks. So yes, I can stay.
Oh, there we go.
All right, we'll do the Lindsay segment right here. We like to play a TV theme. This is the theme to The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, which was once featured on an episode of Columbo. And we know Wendy and I are Columbo brothers.
Columbo brothers, that's right.
On this day in 1994, Johnny Carson made his last TV appearance. That one was on The Late Show with David Letterman. You can follow her at Lindsay Baseball on Twitter or Instagram. Don't forget our sponsor for the Lindsay segment, the Crazy Hernandez brothers. We saw Steven last night at the Dodgers game.
What an angel.
Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. If you're in the market for new flooring, shop at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, where every day is a deal. No gimmicks. Call 866-624 or go to HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. No sale beats wholesale. Kasim, who's here, helping me out. Let's hear the Lindsay segment music. And with that, take it away, producer Lindsay.
Thanks, Christopher. So before I get into my Lindsay segment questions, I want to say I saw this story about how there's a very secretive underground world to being a Delta One member. I'm assuming you guys are both.
You mean Delta 360?
Yes, Delta 360.
You have to be selected. You can't just apply for it.
Is Delta One?
They select you. Delta One is the lay down, flat, long haul flight section of Delta.
But Delta 360 is better.
Delta 360 is you're their VIP of VIPs, but you get selected.
Invite only.
Right.
Wow. So
I've never been a Delta 360.
Okay. Wendy,
but
how
you're
about
Delta
you?
One.
And Delta One when you fly long haul. And I've also never been American's version of a concierge key either.
Doing this show with Cappy every day is like long haul.
It is long haul. That's exactly right.
Brian,
you can't lay down.
Have you gotten concierge key or 360?
No, but what's fascinating is that right now I'm an elite member on all 4 major U.S. airlines.
I'm only 2. I'm working on 3 this year. I'm gonna go. Yeah. I'm almost literally back at supreme status for Delta, and we're only in May. So I'm gonna nail that certainly, but as we get to the finals, and then I'm going United the rest of the way just to try to see if I can get 1K.
Ooh, United 1K is good because they got those new Polaris lounges, and you can only get into those. You can't buy those.
Yeah, I'm going to try to go for the Triple Crown, Wendy. This year.
Are you?
Yeah.
But you guys probably both have the Marriott Platinum for life, right?
I don't because they book my hotels. I don't book as many years ago I had platinum. I still have platinum status, but I don't have platinum for life. I only have gold for life because I haven't booked my own hotels in a long time.
It's so funny you guys are talking about all this status. I had a buddy of mine who was call it 100 miles away from reaching some really important status.
That happened to me last year.
This dude
he jumped on a flight.
He flew.
I would do it too.
He flew from New York to Boston.
It's called a mileage run.
Right. Yeah. He flew from New York to Boston.
I would have done it.
Got off the plane in Boston. Got back on, flew back to New York just to achieve the maximum amount of miles.
I totally would have done the same thing.
And he's like, I
would have flown to Vegas for sure.
Yeah, so why do you do that? He goes, because you don't understand. I'm taking my whole family to Europe or whatever.
Right.
And if I
100%.
The cost versus the time of going and getting this status.
Yes.
Yes. So keep going, Lynn.
So really quick, Wendy, are you you're definitely like a platinum bonvoy for life, correct?
So look, I know more about travel and this stuff. This is what I actually is my hobby. You think I know about the NBA?
Yeah.
I could literally go on for 10 hours about this.
Me
so
too.
I would just say, before you unleash the beast here, tell me exactly what you want me to, because you won't stop me.
Yeah.
What exactly are you asking?
Yeah, be very specific here.
I'm genuinely curious because I am choosing between, how you can transfer miles from your United. Let's say I'm United and a Marriott Bonvoy, and I'm at the point where I don't travel enough to have status with both. I have to pick one or the other, and so I could work on becoming a Marriott Bonvoy.
Are you talking about credit cards?
No, not buying credit cards, just by earning, simply by traveling and earning that way. So
right, but Bonvoy is a hotel group and United is airlines.
Right, but
so
you can transfer your.
You can transfer points between the two because they have a partnership.
So you want to try and become a higher member of one, not be middle of the pack in both.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So which one should you chase? Is what you're saying?
Yes. Which one has more benefits, do you think?
So I think, especially for somebody who is not a very high volume traveler, I think the pathway to go forward on is to choose a credit card, not so much choose a credit card currency, not so much an airline currency or a hotel currency, and funnel all of your focus on the credit card currency, because transferring miles in between airlines or in between hotels and airlines is very, very inefficient. The highest efficiency that you get in the world of travel is transferring credit card points to hotels or airlines.
Yep.
They have more value. And here's the thing. Marriott points have very low value. Among the three miles groups, Delta, United, and American, Delta's miles are the least valuable.
Yep.
Each mile is worth the least. The nickname in the industry is called Sky Miles. They call them Sky Pesos.
Yes.
No offense to our Mexican brethren. For years, United had the most valuable, but now American has passed it. Unfortunately, American, and I say this as a executive platinum on American has the lowest performance
rate. Yeah, it's brutal.
But the thing about a credit card point is that it's transferable. So if you want to take your family, or you, Lindsay, want to go on a big trip, whether it's you want to stay at a big resort in the Caribbean, or you want to go first class to Europe or Asia, if you only get United miles, or you only get, and look, if you're flying every week and you're flying on United and you can choose between United and American, choose one. But I would say build up your credit card points, because the credit cards, I personally use Chase, but American Express and Citi both have their pluses and minuses. Once you build up the credit card points, then you can find the ticket you want and transfer the credit card points to whoever, because all of them have transfer partners. And the transfer from credit cards to the airlines or hotels is much, much, much higher efficiency than in between the actual airlines themselves.
Correct.
So, for example, I have flown lay flat business class on Delta Airlines, transferring Chase points to Air France. Okay, I'm going to say that again. If I wanted to buy something on Delta, it was 150,000 Delta miles, because they're worth nothing. But Air France, which is a Delta partner, their miles are worth a lot more. So you'd say, well, I don't live in France. I don't fly Air France. How am I going to get Air France miles to use on Delta? Chase is a partner with Air France. So I remember this vividly. It was like 150,000 to fly nonstop lay flat to Europe, and but by Air France it was like 80,000. So, but guess what? If you plot the right time, you can sometimes get a bonus. You can get Chase points with a 25% bonus. So now I take 60,000 Chase points, transfer them to Air France. They get to be worth 80,000 because you get the bonus on the transfer. Now I have 80,000 Air France miles, and I use them on Delta. And there's a whole game within the game within the game within the game on that. But you asked Delta and said, how many to fly this lay flat seat? 140,000. Oh, I don't got 140,000. Well, by doing the transfer, I just turned 60,000 Chase points into that 140,000 Delta seat. And unfortunately, if you're going to want to do aspirational travel these days with miles, because the airlines have monetized their... Yeah, I told you not to get me going on this.
Yeah,
The airlines
we're all on the edge of our seat.
I got a question for you, too, when you're done.
Coming out of the pandemic, the airlines had to mortgage... They needed money in the pandemic, so they mortgaged their frequent flyer points to the banks.
Yep.
And they need them to run at a profit now. So they can't give you the same miles values that they had 10 years ago. So the game now, I would say, is to choose a credit card.
Yeah.
And whether you stay at Marriott or whether you stay at Hilton or whether you stay at Hyatt, put all of it on that credit card and get those points up. And then you can look for which places to transfer where you can get the efficiency that you want to go on your aspirational trip. Because frankly, the reason people chase status in the past was to get upgrades. You wanted to get a certain status to get an upgrade on United or an upgrade on Delta. Upgrades are pretty much non-existent anymore because they've repriced first class in a way that they sell more of the tickets. When I first started covering the NBA, I got upgraded 80% of the time from a coach ticket because they only sold 20% of the first class tickets. Now they sell about 80 or 90% and only 10% are upgrades. And that's why you go to a flight and you look up there and you're flying LA to Cleveland on United and you look and it says upgrade list and there's 39 people on it.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
'cause
guess
it's much
what?
more
There's only
affordable.
2 seats that they're going to upgrade into.
Yeah.
I don't care if you chase it for now. You're never getting upgraded into that. The only way you're getting that ticket is by transferring your credit card points over to United and then buying it with United Miles that way. That's the way you're going to get the first class seat. The advantage of elite status now is 2 things that are important. One, when you're elite status, when you fly, you get way more miles per dollar. So if you go fly on an airline, you don't have elite status, and you pay $300 for your ticket, you may get 3,000 miles. If you have elite status, you may get
You're getting 10
75%
times.
more. So that's one thing. The second thing that has value is the extra. Well, yeah, bags, but the credit card gives you free bags in a lot of cases.
Okay, good to know.
The second thing is the extra legroom seats. You can get the extra leg. That's basically
On
upgrade first class.
An executive platinum on American or Delta Platinum or Diamond, excuse me. Right, you buy the cheapest seat, the main section seat or whatever, and you automatically will get upgraded into the Comfort Plus or whatever out of the gate.
That's modern day. That's a modern day first class upgrade right there. That's all you're getting.
Can I ask a quick question?
No, I said I had next question.
Okay, you go. And I have a question as well.
You need to host a travel podcast.
Wendy, this is unbelievable, by the way.
Dude, everybody at ESPN, I feel like, could do that.
This is unbelievable. Go ahead, Chris. I
So,
want to hear what you
Wendy,
have to say.
next week I'm flying Sedano class on United, LAX to Chicago. Does TSA confirm ID, the app? Will that be good with just a regular California driver's license? I don't have a real ID, and the passport thing's a lot of mishigash to get it in one day. But confirm ID, everything I say, you pay the $45, it's good for 10 days. Any knowledge on that?
I don't have knowledge on it. It's a new thing, and I think it's pretty much of a scam.
Yes, that's what I said.
But meaning they'll let me through as long as I have it, right? We're good?
They probably don't even look at it.
Okay.
Yeah, but what time are you flying?
I think we're flying at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be fine.
Okay.
The United terminal has very good TSA. You just allow extra time. That would be a waste of money.
Okay. No, I'm going to still get it because I'll get anxiety about it. And remember, this is my first, well, maybe you don't know this, but this is my first adult flight that I'm taking without alcohol now that I'm sober. So I don't want to I don't want to be like wackadoo out there.
You know what? Get it. Then say no.
I mean, I already paid for Sedano class. I might as well just throw in another $45.
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
Wendy, I have a question. So I have a Chase credit card over here, and I have another Chase credit card over here.
He also has a Spirit Airlines credit card.
Right.
Just so you know.
That one's not
going anywhere anymore. But I've got a Chase credit card for a business here. I've got a Chase credit card for a business here, and I've got an American Express for personal use here, right? Now, all of those credit cards are acquiring points.
Correct.
Are you saying that with Chase as an example, rather than going on to like the Chase banking app and booking your flight, whatever airline it is, and utilizing your Chase points, that you're better off taking the points and transferring them to the airline themselves?
The short answer is it depends. Because what the way people in the industry value points is by cents per mile, okay? So the airlines right now, their baseline, and Delta sticks to this like, a German police officer, 1 cent per mile. So if you want to fly a ticket, if a flight that costs $300, they will price it at 30,000 points.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of times when you are using Chase points to specifically use points to buy travel, right? They will apply it exactly that way. And they'll give you a little bit of it more than 1 cent. I think some cases will give you 1.5 cents. Like they'll say a $300 ticket, they may charge you 15,000 points, which would represent a huge advantage premium over using just Delta miles on it. But they're going to charge you by the actual, it's going to be a conversion where there's going to be an actual currency. What your goal should be when you redeem points, ideally 2 cents, 3 cents, the glorified 4 cents.
How would you possibly be able to get that?
Okay, so let's say this is why it works more for aspirational travel, okay? So for example, this summer, my family and I are going to Switzerland, and we are going to fly Swiss Air, first class, or business class, lay flat. My wife, my son, and myself to Zurich from Washington D.C. That is how we're going to go. We're going to go show them the monuments, then we're going to go to Zurich. That ticket, if I were to buy that ticket, is somewhere around $5,000 each. Okay? So if I went on to Chase Travel, Chase would say, okay, even if they gave me the point, I'm going to pay like $3,000 or $4,000 each for those in Chase value points, right? Mm-hmm. But Swiss Air is a United partner, and Swiss priced those tickets in 88,000 each for United miles. So I mean, I'm gonna do the math right here. So, it's $5,000, divided by 88,000.
It's so good.
I'm getting 5 cents.
Yes, 264,000 miles.
5 cents per mile.
You got that, Cappy?
I couldn't do the math that fast.
I took 264,000 Chase points, and I transferred them to United, and that's how I did it.
All right, so just let me tell you something right now. This is a terrible thing you've done today, and here's why.
Because now you're just going to look up all this stuff all the time.
Wrong. No, you know what I'm going to do?
What?
I'm going to stop following the points guy.
Yeah.
There's a guy.
Yeah, the points guy is he does things way out of date.
I'm going to stop
the points
following
guy
him.
Takes money from the credit card.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not following him anymore. Wendy, bad news for you.
You're just going to text Wendy.
Wendy,
oh, boy.
I'm going to be like, hey, Wendy. Hey, Wendy,
this is who helped teach me. There's a gentleman named Ben Schloppig. His site is called 1 Mile at a Time. He is been blogging for 10 years about this exact things, and I have learned so much. What I just described to you, I learned it from him. He lives in Miami, and he will review all of these products. Like, in addition to teaching how to do this, if you want to know what lounge you want to go into in Hong Kong, which you may say you won't never need to do that until you do, he will have reviewed all those lounges.
Well, Cappy's a Hong Kong lounge kind of guy.
Yeah. But like, for example, if you are on an American,
You're more like Hong Kong
I fly
food.
American to London a couple of times a year. Okay.
Yeah.
You always go JFK, blah blah blah. Well, I'm gonna tell you that Ben taught me that the American lounge at Heathrow when you're waiting for your flight is not very good. But if you're flying American business, you can go into the Cathay Pacific lounge and it's 10 times better. And so these are the things that you learn by reading 1 Mile at a Time. That's who I'd recommend.
So you would say that I should go to 1mileatatime.com rather than call you.
I would just follow Ben Schloppig on social media, and he'll post all of his things, and you can pick what you want.
Okay.
What you want to. 1 Mile at a Time. Just search that.
Do you have to do? Are you an American guy then because of your Omaha to LAX?
Yes, I was Delta for a decade, but because the Omaha to LAX is the nonstop, I became an American person.
Well, really quick, just to wrap this up here. When I flew to Cleveland, I noticed that the one-way price for a regular economy ticket was like $600 for nonstop. Well, when I clicked on the points, it was only 13.5 thousand points, and you could buy that many points for $260. What kind of idiot is going to pay the $600 for the ticket when you could just buy the points?
So great. So what you're talking about is you're searching out efficiency.
Yes.
So while that could potentially happen on Delta, it's very rare. Delta is very aggressive at pricing its reward tickets at the exact price of its miles. United and American are not. There is efficiency to be found on those two airlines. United is getting less so, but what you just described is an excellent seeking out of value and efficiency.
Thank you.
So I want to applaud you for that.
Thank you. I was the help of Claude.
Well, that's really good. I hadn't actually used AI for this, but
it's great for travel. That's how I figured that out. Saved me $600-700. $600. 6-7. Okay, I'm done.
Wendy, I want to say a shout out to one of our YouTube P1s, Darth Navarro. He has become a Columbo brother because of you and I. Mm-hmm. He is now on episode 6 of season 1, and it is changing his life.
It gets better. So don't you think, Morales, the medium years, the end years were rough, but they didn't really know what he was. I want to say seasons 3 through 8.
Yeah.
That's the prime. 3 through 7. I say that's the prime.
Well, I would say a couple of my favorite. So one of my favorite episodes.
Season 2 was good.
Season 2 is amazing. Candidate for a Crime is season 3. Then I love the one with the dogs. That's season 7. The one where the TV executive kills her boss. That's season 7. So you're right. Season 1 was great, but they didn't realize what they had. He wasn't as quirky.
filmed all around Los Angeles,
Yeah.
and it's like a throwback to like 70s LA. You can like see them. There's one episode where they're building a skyscraper in downtown, and you're like, man, I know that building. They're building this building.
That's amazing.
Hey, Wendy, just for everybody to know, Ben Schlappig is spelled Schlappig. The double P for the pig.
Schlappig.
Schlappig. He's a
Just 1
sloppy
mile
pig.
at a time.
Yeah, Schlappig.
Just 1 mile at a time.
Yeah, this guy's
He
flown
taught me. I was already pretty adept, but I've been traveling high volume for 25 years. But he taught me a lot.
Well, you teach us a lot.
Yeah,
every
this
week.
was great.
Windy Wednesday, the great Brian Windhorst. Stay with us, Windy. We only got a few minutes left. That's the Lindsay segment. Thanks to our friends.
The Lindsay
No,
segment.
it's
it's
okay.
fine.
We wanted it.
That was a good
great.
Lindsay segment.
I'm so glad
I think
that
you're going to enjoy the dealer's choice story. It's about our antics last night at Dodger Stadium,
yeah,
Cappy and I.
yeah,
But
yeah.
first, let's do our Don't Sweat the Small Stuff calendar of the day for Wednesday, May 13th, 2026. Get out of the emergency lane, Cappy. When everything is a really big deal to you, it's almost impossible to have fun. How can you? You're too busy being upset, wishing you were somewhere else, or criticizing life. So get out of that emergency lane and enjoy life like we did last night at Dodger Stadium. Time for the Dealer's Choice Real Deal, brought to you by our friends at Sellers Advantage. Want to sell your house? Before you call an agent, call Sellers Advantage. Oh, let me get the copy here. They'll buy it as is with a competitive cash offer, no repairs needed. They make selling easy. Call 888-390-AS-IS for a no-obligation offer, or visit sellersadvantage.com. Providence Realty, DRE 019-15212, Cappy.
So I want to just tell everybody this story. So last night, Wendy, me and Morales went to the Dodger game with a longtime listener.
P1.
By the name
The
of Armin.
Dodgers.
We went. His name is Armin Cornell. He's a great guy, and Armin's been a successful business guy. And Armin also knows that I'm really into boats and being on the water. So Armin has this beautiful boat. It's a 2001 hull. It's like 45 feet long. He's got these two big, beautiful diesel engines in this thing.
So when he showed Cappy the pictures of the boat,
Right.
now I'm sitting between them.
Yeah.
So he's like, Cappy's like, hey, you got any pictures of the boat?
Because he had just mentioned that he had the boat taken out of the water. He was having like the barnacles cleaned off the bottom. He was having it repainted. That helps a boat with its efficiency in the water, because you don't want to have a bunch of stuff stuck to the bottom. So getting the bottom of the boat repainted is an important part of boat ownership. Okay, keep going.
When Armin showed Cappy a picture of the boat, I saw Cappy's eyes just explode.
Yeah.
And you could see Cappy's brain racing a mile a minute.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice boat.
It was like me seeing an attractive redemption price.
Right, exactly. So I'm looking at this boat, and I'm thinking to myself, because Chris says to me, "How much do you think a boat like that costs?" And I'm like, "Well, brand new, and that boat could be a couple $1,000,000." I go, "But if you bought it in 2019 and it's a 2001, I don't know, maybe he might have gotten it at the time for, I don't know, maybe 100, 200 grand. I don't know what the number is. I really don't know what it is."
And he's got Dodger season tickets.
Yeah. So
you guys got some Jack.
But then Armin winds up telling us that he's about to turn 70 years old.
So Sedano, guess what's going through Cappy's head?
So me and Morales have
Make an
decided.
offer, Cappy. Make an offer.
No, better. Better than that.
You want him to will it to you.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. So me and Morales last night have pretty much figured out.
He's only got maybe 15 years
Oh,
left.
15?
Yeah.
No, come on, man.
No,
The way
this
he was-
guy's taking double cocktails.
Yeah, the way he was putting down the drinks, no chance, man. So
Cappy's buying him. Have another round on me.
yeah, right. So me and Morales have now pretty much said to Armin, the boat is ours. The boat must go into the will. It is our now boat. It's going to be our boat.
Sedano, Cappy and I, and his son-in-law, Charles, was there, who you met when we had dinner with Armin.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting Charles out of the will. Cappy and I are moving in. We're going to be showing up. When Armin when he crosses the Rainbow Bridge, you're going to see your Cappy and I go, hey, listen, let's wrap up the show. We got to go to Armin's will reading.
Let's go. Right. We got to get to the lawyer's office. We're getting our boat today. Now what we got to do is we got to come up with a new name for it.
Yeah.
We're going to have to get it registered quickly.
Just call it the scumbag.
Hey, that's a good idea. Or Skibozo or something like that. Yeah.
Cappy's gonna be Captain
Right.
Captain Stabbing.
And on our initial journey, our very first time we go out, we're going to have Yachtly Crew standing there at the dock playing for us. Captain Condiment's going to show up with his fire feta.
Yeah, I'm going to squirt ketchup all over you like last night. Oh, man.
Boy, these guys live the life, Sedano. If it's not Lakers, it's Kings. If it's not Kings, it's Dodgers.
Yeah. They're always
guys.
they're always around and about town. That's for sure.
You guys are spending too much of your life working. What can I tell you?
No, he's going to Scotland or Switzerland. Which one?
Oh, yeah. Switzerland, he said.
Both.
Yeah, that's true. There you go.
You know, LeBron's
I'm going to Scotland on the. Oh, is LeBron going to Scotland?
Yeah, I guess J.R. Smith said on his podcast, or on a podcast recently, that they're taking a 10th anniversary of the championship golf trip over there.
I will say this. Brian and I were texting the other day because the only thing I look, LAX is, I love it. They're going through their great transformations. But there's certain flights that you have to take. You have to go to the auxiliary terminal. I
call it the bitch terminal. Let's just be honest. That's what I call it. I call it the bitch
I do not call it that.
You should.
Yes. But it is.
They're closing it, George. It's okay. They're rebuilding a terminal.
No, I know they are.
And when they
once
rebuild,
Terminal 4 is ready, we're going to be rocking.
No, it's going to be Terminal 5.
Oh, 5. Excuse me.
Come on, George. You're home away from home.
The right terminal.
Man.
Yeah. Well, 4, 5. Well, it's like technically it's like Delta. It was 2 and 3, and now it's just 3.
Well, I would say do better, man.
Well, yes, but I will say this. I am very, very happy to have a nonstop to Omaha. For years, we did not have a nonstop to
There you
LA.
go. And LAX provides that for you.
If you ask me, the fact that I can get that nonstop. Also, by the way, I took it every single week for 5 months, a couple times twice a week, and I was delayed materially, I think, one time.
Wow. It's impressive.
LAX, whatever anybody wants to say about it, for the most part, as I knock on wood, LAX runs on time. The planes run on time.
It's a shame Spirit's gone because every time I took Spirit to Cleveland or Pittsburgh, right on time. Now I sat on a 2x4 to be sure, but it was on time.
Yins are going to get here and your tuchus is going to hurt.
Yins are going to get down over there, and Yins are going to have to go and get that tuchus worked on. So.
Well, Brian, always a pleasure. Thank you for making time for us.
You're the
a lot
best.
of time.
I can't wait till next Wednesday.
Yeah.
All right.
What are you going to teach us next week?
Travel Talk with Wendy every Wednesday.
I knew Lindsay was opening a can of worms. I could have gone on for 6 hours.
Wendy, this summer I'm going to Cleveland, as you know, but the summer after that, summer 27, I think I'm going to Omaha. You and I are going to spend a week just watching Colombo.
All right.
During the summertime.
Colombo and your college baseball, the World Series. You guys should go to the College Baseball World Series together or something.
710 has gloriously hosted me at their suite several times. You should come for the College World Series. My wife is a partner at a law firm. They have a wonderful setup at the College World Series, and the move is you come and you never actually go into the game. You just stay in the hospitality tent the whole time.
I like
Perfect.
that.
It's on. We're going to make that happen.
You have it.
All right, Wendy, have a great day, bro.
Thanks, Wendy.
See you,
Take care,
Brian.
guys.
He's the best.
God, that was
What a
fun.
great Windy Wednesday it was. We'll
Way to
see you
go,
tomorrow
Vince.
morning, Thursday at 7 a.m. for the Sedano and Kap morning show. We'll see what nonsense we get into tomorrow, but today was fun. All of us back together.
I'm ordering pizzas for the whole crew tomorrow from Pizza Hut.
And we won't see Sedano for a while in person because it's really playoff heat now.
Yeah, it'll be travel city to city from here on out.
All right. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 7 a.m.